Yeah. When I was in Rikers, you was in diapers. I was in diapers, rhyming with lifers. When I was in Rikers, you was in diapers. I was in diapers, rhyming with lifers.
Head nodding, the beats dropping, the fuse copper. Kids are spinning the block, baby G lock. Head nodding, the beats dropping, the fuse copper. Kids are spinning the block, baby G lock it. I told you, son, you want no parts of where I come from. Where the poverty's stricken and sickness, where it gets dumb. But you look like you want to know where I come from. Don't get mad if you get tagged cause you a dumb. These hollow tips and bald heads will bring more dread. I wish you had more sense to grow dreads from your bald head. You think it's boring when I teach you the ways of a mystic? Stop thinking crackers when I teach you the ways of a biscuit. There's 38 ways to resolve around special issues. No need to get jammed, it'll still break through tissue. But you like the 9-11 parabellum. I always wonder what the hell is in your cerebellum. Why didn't you grow up and play the violin and cello? Now you gotta go in front of the judge and tell him, hello, your father was a piece of shit like Othello. And every time I fuck up, he rages and bellows.
When I was in Rikers, you was in diapers. I was in diapers, rhyming with lifers. When I was in Rikers, you was in diapers. I was in diapers, rhyming with lifers.
And if that doesn't make you feel sorry for him, then you just a cold motherfucker.
Yeah. Grand morning, grand rising, what the business is. I'm black, I understand what white privilege is. They say we ghetto cause we want more for our fellows. To not get scammed and lose all their crypto. I grab the cello, make the sound of falsetto. I'm a priest, I don't break what's confidential. Factual, only deal with what's essential. Higher standards, you thinking backwards. If this was back in the day, you could roll up into backwoods. Or get slump body found in the backwoods. I got excited so my wife gave her Blackwoods. Not abusive things, I mean it was that good. Test me, I wish a nigga really would. The news said he got left where he stood. Nah, I open the scroll of papyrus. Knowledge deeper than Osiris. I throw the shells when I'm divining. Charity work, peace to all the Shriners. Mystical champions and esoteric writers. Allow misfortune to fall on whoever divides us. Yo, they say I'm a breadwinner, some type of crypto farmer, no Pepperidge Farm, just call me Wonder. What God put together, let no man put asunder, or fall victim to the wrath of Shango's thunder. Side of these scammers and grifters, looking like the big red dog, I call him Clifford. Yo, like the young people say, yeah. What's going on, people? What we doing? I'm technologically facing some issues right now. Why? Is because the people in this DeFi environment, the people going against the real don't want the real to be spoken. But we're going to be talking about some real talk today. Shout out to the people in the chat. Alan May, the first to show up. What's going on, man? He said, I'm early like all of us in this space. Haha, salute crypto. Want to salute to you. Salute to you, sir. Salute to you. Salute to Cookie the Chocolata. He said, Alan first me, second. Hopefully my glasses can improve in my, what am I talking about? Nobody knows. Cookie, salute. Salute. What's going on, man? What's going on? Appreciate y'all with the sentiment. Appreciate that, Cookie. For real, for real. J everything. Gratitude. Flames to you too. Gratitude. Westcott Crypto in the building. Post-game girl. You be living in the post-game world.
That's what I am. And when hot to it's my. What's up, man? Oh man, we blessed already with the fire community people. Westcott, man, what's up, man? Appreciate you. He said nonstop free game. Free game. Appreciate that, man. Alan saluting everybody. Saluting Cookie. She said, good. What's going on? Everybody saluting each other. Noonie, one day closer to the we're one day closer to the next all-time highs for Hex, Pulse Chain, Pulse X, and Ink. For sure. For sure. Jason Smith, what's going on? He said, let's get it. And we're also one day closer to the next Pulse Chain grift. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? We're one day closer to the next Pulse Chain grift. That's crazy. That's just, oh man. Oh, it's true, man. Alan says Jason in the house. Everybody saluting each other. Cookie saying what's up to Westcott and Jay, everything. Everybody saying what's up to each other. What's going on? Good vibes, man. Good vibes. It's Saturday, wherever you are. DJ Bomb in the building. What's going on? What's going on? Good vibes, yo. Good vibes all around. D-Raj, Dr. D-Raj More. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? What's up, sir? Hope you're doing well, man. For sure. I gotta, you know what, Dr. Moore, you guys still stream, right? Like I said this a little while ago. Like I gotta catch your streams if you still stream. Hex Asians, do you guys still stream? I'm wondering, man, because I gotta catch up. I gotta catch up if you guys still do that. You know what I'm saying? What's Scott? Why we laughing, man? Why we laughing, man? When plebs cry, maybe just like a mother, maybe I'm gonna be playing them jams after I get off this damn street. If I had the stuff, if I was on point with my game right here, I'd be playing them joints right now. When plebs cry, yeah, I'd be playing them joints right now, man, because it's needed. Why not? Yeah. Why not? Because who cares? Yeah. Who else is doing that? Nobody else has done that. No one else. This is the thing, right? No one else has done that since when plebs cry, baby, just like my baby. No one has brought that type of energy since you brought it, Wes, like consistently, and then reality had to hit. Like these people, man, they couldn't even keep up the yak to have Westcott continuously, be in this creative mind and put that music out there. They couldn't even keep up the act to fake the funk. It's because, you know what, the truth had to shine, and then it's like, oh man, this is how whack you guys are. I'm not doing music for this whack community. This wacky, you people upside down, lying, grifting. Imagine you. That's messed up. You out here happy. You're like, yeah, man. You in this crypto, this community. You inspired to express yourself artistically, and then you find out the people you thinking are A1 are A nothing. That's kind of crazy, man. Like I imagine. Oh man. Oh, he said, Dr. D. Raj Moore said yes on Monday. Oh, okay, he has occasions, but it is just for real. Wow. Okay. Monday 9 o'clock. All right. I'm gonna see if I can catch some of that. I'm gonna see. No promises, but I'm gonna see. You know, Westcott says, "Yup, yeah, man, it's crazy." He said, "Singing and dancing for yeah, it's crazy, man. It's just it's yeah, like who wants to be in that position? Some people do. They'll be like, HEX. I just want to flex. If you don't like me, go sing like Jay-Z. HEX. I am a rapper. You're not rapper, but I'm also a scammer. Like some people, they go for that. Like that's them. That's them. But when you could tell when somebody's working with real raw talent, not no Mickey Mouse ABC wants HEX. I just want to flex. I know I'm a rapper, and on the low, I'm a scammer. Nobody want to do that. That's not catchy. That's so catchy for kindergarten. We're adults. Like, and then when you got some post-game world, maybe living in the post-game, and when fire, man, that's like you're having a great time. You're laughing, you're enjoying things, you're learning. It's just great vibes. There ain't no damn HEX. Pulse X. 1, 2, 3. You and me. Come on now, HEX. At ribbit. No one's doing that. No one's doing that, man. Listen. We're gonna talk about some real talk, right? In the spirit of, because I know, look, it's Saturday. Got no time to be wasting like that. No one want to, listen, man. It's not about time waste. It's about, listen, man. It's another day, opportunity. Be great. Be great. Focus out here, people. I don't know. I don't have it. I'm not in any insider group, right? I didn't pay for any courses. You imagine you paid for a course. You paid for a course that you could have got online for free. You spent upwards of maybe close to $100 a month. These people are proud to say, well, I only charge $100 a month. That's a bill. $100 a month, and won't give it to you like on a monthly. They'll charge annually. They need the money up front. They need the money up front. That's why it's annual. No. We don't do monthly payment plan. We do the annual grifting opportunity. The annual, give it up to me first, and I'll give you dribs and drabs along the way. I don't know. That's just what it looked like. Oh, I we go by this month. I'll give you an annual package. Annual package of what? You're disrespecting me, saying that I can't do this for myself. I can't learn what you're teaching on my own for free. I can't do it. That's what you're saying? Yeah, that's what they're saying. That's exactly what they're saying. Oh yes, my paid group, they, I gave them a 2 months free, out of the 12-month package that they need to pay up month. It's not about week by week or month by month or a 30-day trial period, right? No. You got to give up the bread early because that's the business model. for inside information. That's the thing, right? Like you're buying into something that you thinking, oh, I'm gonna pay them $900 a year. It would have been $1,200, but I got a discount, so $900 a year. $900 is $900. Some people don't have $900 in their savings account. You're gonna give them $900, right, to learn how to install MetaMask. You know what I'm saying? You go pay $900 and learn how to use a centralized exchange. You You won't learn anything about liquidity providing until the last week of your annual. And then you'll probably get half of the information that you need and be told you need to subscribe for another year. And you got to give that money up early, early. But the whole time you're thinking it's in a lure. You're listening to other people who don't know much like you do. That's why they paid. Maybe they do. But they're sharing secrets with one another. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's dirty in these streets. They're sharing information, quote unquote, inside information. It ain't hard to tell. I excel, then prevail. In the words of Nasir Jones. What is it so special about these inside groups and then when people get pissed off, you always find out that people that get pissed off about these inside groups realize they got and then complain to the world and let everybody know this is what they spent their money on. Did they get a certificate? No, they got inside information on what cryptos to gamble with, to invest in, right? When to buy, when to dump, pump and dump opportunities. That's all that is. That's all. It's really that. I never paid for not one single damn group. I didn't need to. That's an insult. If you want to learn something real fast and you don't have the time, I get why it's appealing to pay for some kind of course. A course. It's not like you're going to a class. It's school. It's some type of instructional, formal instruction. Foolishness. They dress up a PDF file. Hopefully you don't have PDF files in your courses, right? They dress these things up, made pretty presentation, pretty nice. Hook up some Fiverr guy, get some Fiverr people to dress up yourself, market yourselves, low cost, low barrier to entry. You don't have to do much of anything, man, and receive an abundance from people who are unsuspecting, naive. Dare I say, naive victims. Am I lying? Am I lying? Oh man, these people are predictable. They're see-through. We hear transparent about the blockchain, permissionless, these things. And these guys sometimes can't even hide the truth as much as they do, as much as they lie. And it's through the lies, at some point you find the truth. These guys will tell you they sell these courses. These courses have allowed people to be onboarded onto whatever you have going on. That's the benefit. In addition to getting inside secrets on coins to gamble with, to get into their pump and dump endeavors. So you bought into a course to learn about pumping and dumping, but as long as you're into crypto, you get into a course from somebody who is regular schmegular, who might have learned about a couple things about blockchain, different blockchains, different communities, packaged it up real nice, put a price tag on it, sold it to you. And how fulfilled do you feel? Because they'll tell you, oh, we have these strategy calls. We can get on these Zoom calls, feel like you real close on the inside. I create a virtual rabbit hole for you to feel like you're connected to something, for you to feel special. There's exclusivity involved. It's bullshit. That's what's involved. Absolute bullshit. You think it's hard? You think it's hard? I can conjure up a course 1, 2, 3. Drop a WebEx link, make you feel special that you're going to do a one-on-one with me in the world of the internet. Is just going to be just you and I do a consultation for you, charge you $600 an hour for 40 minutes, not even an hour, 40 minutes. I give you 40 minutes because my time is valuable like that. Yo, it's wretched. I'm telling you, people, don't sleep. Don't sleep. And they'll tell you if you complain about it, you're a communist. You don't like capitalism. You're not a hustler, baby. You just want to be poor. Like, huh? It just looks weird. It's not about you not being a communist. It's about you just a talking head. You were good in science class in school. You figured out some stuff with code here. Your mouthpiece is a little is whatever. You can charm people on the internet, and now you're gonna consult for $1,000 for a half hour, and you think you're somebody. You know, there's people. I wonder how folks feel. I wonder how folks, because this was happening in 22 also, right? There's people in the community that were charging hundreds of dollars. Because listen, like I said, you know, capitalism, before I said this too, you know, you can't hate the player, hate the game. So they taking advantage. They didn't win in Hex. So they jumped on post Hex highs, post euphoria, wave, the second wave. Right? They started to learn about some liquidity on the side to become proficient in that. They started to learn, learn, and then just kind of understand maybe 60% of what it means, and then teach it. Go hard as if they know 100% of what liquidity is about. Liquidity providing, right? They understand maybe I'm being generous by saying 60%. They understand maybe a quarter to 40% of what liquidity providing is. And then they'll sell it online as if they are 100% proficient. They'll sell it to you online per hour. The first consultation is just that. It's like an assessment. That's not even you hitting them with hundreds of dollars for the first hour. They didn't even start teaching you anything. They're teaching you how to hook up your hardware wallet. Huh? They're teaching you how to set up your cold wallet and your internet wallet. Huh? Some MetaMask, giving you suggestions on how to store your seed phrase. That's for hundreds of dollars for the first session. Messing around, acting like they're financial advisors. But we'll always tell you on the computer, not financial advice. Y'all ever stop to think? Those of you who've been, shout out to the people. Let me just say it like this. Those of you who've been around since 2022, right? Since Hedron launched. Remember, a lot of people started talking about Hedron regularly. Why didn't I talk about Hedron? The only time I started hearing them talk about Hedron again was to help bail the guy out. That, he should have used his things. He could have just took his Hedron. And that's the last time. That's the most recent I've ever heard people talk about Hedron. People don't talk about Hedron anymore. But in 22, you had people, right? Excited. I did a couple streams on some Hedron, loose streams, because I was like, okay, yeah, cool. I like the idea. I like the whole, you know what I'm saying? Semi-Cosa, Nobody talks about that. That's crazy. Maybe one person out of 8 billion people might have I've heard say something about ICOSA in the last few months. The people that were talking hard, think about it, man. The people that were talking so hard about Hedron 22, you know, streams and those this and that, and offering like one-on-one sessions, you know, on the computer. It'll give you these streams. It's very interactive. Da da da. Got you engaged. They're giving you moon math. Yo, you know, like, yo, Hedron, look at this. I mean, it's bonded to the T-share rate. And I was talking the same nonsense, listening to these people. That's why I could talk my talk. I was listening to these people, man. Buying into whatever they were selling. Yeah, that's why I am comfortable saying what I'm saying. Oh, man, this moon math. This is like, yo, man, I mean, hey, man, I mean, it's, you know, if you do this math and you look at these numbers and you're going to want to have some Hedron. And then, you know, you continue doing the math. And when ICOSA comes out, oh, it's even more mathematical. And on top of this math with the Hedron and then mathematical ICOSA, it's going to be mathematical gains. And it's just going to be an abundance of gains constantly. I mean, mathematics is mathematics of the moon math, of the Liberian moon math, of the Dacian moon math. Woo! Moon math all day. Where are they now? And back then, see, this is the thing, folks. This is the thing. You know, it's messed up. It is messed up, but it's the truth. Where are they now? It's messed up, but it's the truth. I'm telling you, it's messed up, but it's the truth. Where are they now? They, you know, and they knew 22. If you talk bad about Hex, you were getting canceled, like you were some type of Karen, you know, complaining, displaying racism among some black people. You would get canceled in 22. Them people that would talk about some Hedron, supporting Hedron heavy, they had to open up at some point during their stream and say something favorable about Hex. Stop acting like y'all forgot. Stop acting like y'all forgot. You cannot act like y'all forgot. Yes, because, you know, the whole reason why we're here is because, you know, it's Hex. Hex goes up, it pulls these other coins up, it pulls us up, and this and that, and that and that. And so they're building a following. They're building trust. They stream with other people naturally. Why wouldn't you want to stream with other people? You can't do everything by yourself out here. No. Crazy Joe, man. Crazy Joe. Salute to Crazy Joe. These people will earn you trust, then sell you for price. There you go. Crazy Joe, salute to you for the super chat. I appreciate that, man. Crazy Joe, you're on point. You can't do everything out here by yourself. No. So I'm going to do a crash course on some liquidity providing, learn 25% of what I need to learn, and online, I'm teaching 100% as if I am the inventor of liquidity providing. On top of that, I will jump on other people's chats and streams and do nice and give niceties and make you like me and invite myself or just impose myself in the other panels and do this and that. Build my popularity. Smile for the camera. And when I continue to grow my platform, as I should, this is why we're here on the internet. A lot of us want to grow our platform. Me, I suck at it, and I embrace it. I suck at growing my platform because in 7 years, I got the wonderful amount of subscribers that I have, and I'm proud of it. But I'm not here to be a Math Hoffa or Hassan Campbell or Shannon Sharp or Joe Rogan. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to be Vlad TV. DJ Academics. I'm not here to be none of them. None of them. Huh? Not here to be even any of the other subpar crypto YouTubers that are out here, because we're all subpar, because we still couldn't break through certain industry barriers. The biggest one that did it crashed out. The biggest one that did it, your man BitBoy, crashed out very well, consistently, and he still can't seem to recover. And he has a dark cloud chasing it. Huh? So a lot of y'all try to align with one another, try to make friends, jump on panels, and it's cool because the community is looking at it like, oh man, there's some growth going on here. There's people exchanging ideas. There's some education going on. Oh, this is good. And we're making money. But when you're not making money, it's a little suspect. When you're making money and all this is going on, you're kind of blinded to the real, or what may appear to you to be real. You're blinded to it because you're making money. You don't care about the small details of weirdness, of suspicious activities taking place. You're not, But then this bear, eyes wide open. It was like Tom Cruise and some type of, went through the crypto nori doors. His eyes wide open. All types of stuff going on, man. Like, you're like, yo, I didn't come here for this. I didn't come here for this. I didn't come here to hear you tell me you charge $450 an hour for consultation and teaching people how to set up their MetaMask wallet. I ain't come here for that. I ain't come here for that at all. I heard you say a little couple things about some Hedron, about some Icosa. You never rarely talked about Hex because Hex to you was like you missed the boat. So you thought Hedron was the next saving opportunity. Naturally, you want to be included in the 10,000X mania. You want to be included in that. I get it. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah. But then you're selling your time online, and you were doing that very well, apparently, because people are talking about it, because people are always going to talk about it when you put your business out there on the internet. But you're not doing that anymore. Why are you not doing that anymore? It's 2024. You're not selling your consultation for Hedron no more? For your time? You're not doing that? You're not doing it for Icosa? But you're still around. Oh, you updated your worldview and strategies and how you did things and oh. Right. And folks do these things like the predictability factor. At some point, y'all should kind of understand or get sort of familiar with how I stream and what I talk about and certain things, because I've given years worth of content, right? So in some cases, there's a predictability factor in a way. But some people, they just go beyond. They don't even care. They just put the information out there. They're like, listen, man, throw me a bag. I'll talk about anything you got going on. Just throw me the bag, man. I don't care who listens. Yo, it's not about me no more. It's about I'm living off my people. Living off my people. That's my job. I wake up. I'm in crypto because I'm literally living off the blockchain. I am living off the people who believe in the blockchain. I'm living off the people who believe that Richard Hart is a scammer or that Pulse Chain is dead. Because these people are helping me create a plan to not only support this whole narrative that Pulse Chain will not go 10x anymore. They just think it's flat out dead. These people are teaching me the ropes and how to do things behind the scenes, but in the public, do something else. To throw you off, to throw you and I off, on purpose so that we can do something that benefits them. That's what goes on. So they could do so things can be done in a certain way that we lose out, right? And they gain. What's the best way you can touch somebody online? You know what I'm saying? Like y'all gotta think too, man. Like what's the best way you could touch somebody online? Oh yeah. Black Wonder, what's going? I'm saying Black Wonder, Black Wonder, Black Levin. Yeah, they said, yeah, people talk about, yeah, Pulse Chain dead. They're gonna continuously do what they have to do to prove that it's not gonna go up 10x. Yeah, yeah. Big G's, I see you. Big GZ, I see you. Experiments. I see a human centipede project. No thanks. Yeah, exactly. Tail 7, I see you. Like it's gotten to that point where people are just saying Pulse Chain is just dead. Yeah, Black Wonder. Are you kidding me? Like there's certain things I can't say because everything is not meant to be said. In a sense, where it's not about like I know something and I don't want to tell people for the sake of not telling people to act like I'm fake superior. I'm not superior to anybody, right? And no one's superior to me. That's just what I believe inside me. But what I'm saying is you can't just throw pearls to the swine. Like certain things are just not meant to be told. They're meant to be sold. The game's to be sold, not told in a certain way, because things are not received the same, right? People don't process information the same. They don't absorb it. They can't break it down the same. They might think something else outside of what you were trying to convey. That's why I keep things a certain way, consistent, where I'm like, look, man, these people are doing all kinds of stuff to make you think that you losing. They're going to do everything they can in their power to make you come off your crypto, yo. They're gonna do that. They're gonna do that. They don't even want you to be in crypto at all. Some of these people they want you out of here. They don't care if you're not holding RH coins. They want you to not have crypto, period. That's one of the main issues that people think, they're just hating RH, man. No. They don't want you to be in crypto at all. Because they can't control it. They can't control it. What they can do is touch you in your mind. They can get to your mind. Once they get to your mind, they got everything. Once they get to your mind, they got everything. You're watching weirdo activities take place. Weird activities. So you all year plus long, it's just been scratching your head after scratching your head after scratching your head. If RH has a conscience, I don't know. If he has any type of conscience, he has to be shaking his head in disappointment at the way things have turned out. I'm telling you, from a social level, never mind price. Price is wrecked. Like prices are what they are. But from a social aspect, oh man, people, the same people he thought maybe had his back, right? Who really cared and had not only his back, not about even his back, who really appreciated Hex, turned out to be something else. That alone, for a guy who's looking to be liked, that alone must be heartbreaking. That alone must be heartbreaking. So it's like, yo, here we are. This is what we're dealing with. Like, how do you make sense? I don't listen. Maybe because there are no protective railings. There's no right safety. You walking up a flight of stairs. There are no banisters to hold in crypto, right? There's nothing there to keep you safe from not getting burned or cooked or fried. You're going to fall off this platform and land on these tracks easily in crypto. It is still the wild, wild west. That's why you see everything taking place the way it is with reckless abandon. And it's always up to us. It's always up to us to decide what we want to do. How do we want to move? Is this even worth our time? Do we want to invest in something? Or do we want to just leave it alone? I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed at, for me, right? I'm annoyed at how even if you have good intentions, when you do something, you just look like the only scammer because the setup, the environment is wretched. It's lawless. It's deregulated. You don't know what the fuck you're doing. So you hoping and wishing and praying that whatever you launch turns out great, but you're fighting against all these forces against you. Even if you're trying to do something good, that's annoying. That's why, for me, like if I do something, I already know I'm facing all types of opposition. I don't have that interest in my life. Let's say I launch a damn coin, right? And they find out it's me. Oh man, the shitstorm that I'm gonna face. For what? Why? Because people this and that, or wonder what the hell you doing. You a scammer, you a grifter. See, I told you, you fake. Oh, you form all this type of stuff. And meanwhile, my intentions are pure. I'm like, nah, man, I'm trying to create this economic system that's gonna get us out of this upheaval. And you know, we need to come on, man. Crypto lives matter. Crypto lives, DeFi. It's DeFi or die. And no. I'm good. I don't need that. And I'm not stupid. Why am I doing that now? Unless I'm desperate. Like a lot of people, I don't like how some people listen, man. This is I'm being frank with y'all. My name isn't Frank, but nobody cares. I'm being frank with y'all. RG, I see you, man. I see you. RG3 in the building. What's going on? It says truth. John Paul Sex, I see you too. Don't fumble the bag. He said, that's child. I see y'all. The thing about it is, like, I'm tired every other day, every week. It's damn near every day now. When I'm on Twitter, all I see, not all I see. I'm just waiting for the next screenshot. I'm waiting for the next screenshot of somebody that's getting quote unquote exposed about being, you're right, a grifter, an antagonist, someone, a bad actor. It's crazy. Just that type of information, and I'm not against it if it's really true, because that just spreads news and awareness, so people who are unsuspecting and new can become aware of what's going on, because we're ahead of so many people in our levels of understanding of what this is here. And I don't feel like I'm ahead of anything, but because I take this sometimes for granted, I would think that a no coiner would understand the language that we're speaking about here, which is 100% false. So what we take for granted, everybody else is just like completely lost. So it would be nice for someone who's new, who comes in and they say, oh, damn, man, this guy, this person, this guy or this lady got caught doing some shady stuff on in crypto. And wow, I want nothing to do with anything they got going on. Good. Thank you for letting me know. Cool. But those of us that have been around, it's like, yo, this is more negative than positive. It's 90% drama, 10% we're just waiting. No one talks about DCA. No one cares about some DCA like that to talk about it. No one, they'll forget about the 55. 55 is a thing of the past. Hex is considered old technology. Like they're treating it like it's just obsolete. It's annoying. Like for me, it's annoying. Look, everybody on the chain can't just be a scammer, right? But I don't have the intention and desire and energy to focus on everybody's who doesn't think they're a scam. I can't do it. I could barely multitask. I could barely eat and walk and chew gum. I'm not gonna be distracted 100 different coins doing 100 different things all at the same time because I'm gonna feel like I'm doing nothing. I tried that already. It didn't work out. I tried that for many years. It did not work out. You don't know what's gonna hit, so you're playing everything like it's a gamble. You're throwing everything at the wall, hoping that something's gonna stick. I can't live like that. If I was a single man, if I was in my millennials, millennial, Gen Z, single, oh yeah, I'll do all. I can't do that. And then when I'm watching young people do some reckless, wild shit, oh no, I gotta say something because somebody else behind me might see this and think they're being real. This is why I talk. This is why I say what I say. And it's messed up. And I'm not gonna say the person's name right now, but that's crazy to hear. Like a streamer who came on the scene. This is the thing that's just wild to me about this whole crypto stuff. Like, imagine, like you come on the scene, you came out of nowhere, and it seems like 2017 is the best time for so many people to say they came into crypto and cannot give you 10 different things that were going on in 2017. They can't talk to you about 10 different coins. They can't talk to you about 10 different events outside of Bitcoin went up, Bitcoin high. Then I came in 2017 when Bitcoin hit 20K. Bitcoin barely hit 20K. And that happened when in December, you missed the whole entire 12 months because you lying. But never mind that. The whole thing is you come into in the community. 21 and 22 was ripe for people outside like myself to come into the community and learn about this hex thing. After it went up 10,000x, I felt like a fucking loser because I knew about it and I talked shit about it and I missed. Felt like a loser, 100%. So I came in. I was streaming years before that. But I came in and I'm here and I'm doing this and I'm learning and this and that and I'm watching people and I'm watching while I'm learning. That year, the whole sacrifice thing started. People out of nowhere started doing videos, rightfully so. Because I started doing videos about hex, post-chain, the potential for the maximum gains, the moon math, post-chain euphoria, hex euphoria. So you could come right in and fit right well in. Everybody's in good mood. You could just sneak right in. Build your content, build your channel, build your popularity, jump on different streamers' panels, in their chats, become a mod in the Telegram group, be active. Twitter, show your face in Twitter, support people, follow people, make posts. You're creating a presence. This is what's going on in 21. DMs in the background. Hey man, what's up, man? Maybe we should stream one day. Oh, sure, yeah, we stream. Like you build it. Yeah. Soon after they get to a certain threshold, well, I just want the community to know I am introducing a sacrifice called Ashtray Coin. Okay. Ashtray Coin will be completely decentralized. There is no where you could find any other form of white paper except on a tobacco leaf. This tobacco leaf to the ashtray coin will be an NFT. You need to support me. If you don't support me, that means you're not a crypto person. You have to trust me because the community embraced me. The community embraced me. You've seen I'm very visible in the community now. Yes, I am not a Hex OG, but I am that guy. I've garnered enough trust from building my platform to tell you how I'm launching Ashtray Coin to benefit you all. How many examples of that can we count? Too numerous, man. And people came out of nowhere. Would tell you they've been around since 2017. Can't give you 10 examples of what was going on in 2017. Can't give you 10 coins that existed in 2007. Can't tell you nothing. The most they could tell you, Bitcoin went up 20,000. They came in the beginning of the year when Bitcoin was low. That's a common thing. They can't even tell you about the Bitcoin contentious fork that took place. They can't even tell you about what other chains. I'm not even going to, because if you were, it's either you were there or you weren't. You know, I don't have time to lie to people about. And then you flexing. Sometimes saying that you've been around for many years is not necessarily a flex. It's not necessarily a flex. Sometimes saying you've been around for many years and you still struggling, it just shows that you got a lot of work to do. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not flexing talking about that. I'm talking about it like, man, I'm learning like you. If I told you 2017, I got woes. Woes. 17, 18, woes, like woes. Sorrows. There's wins too. But man, it's been rough. I'm still streaming. I'm not streaming because I want to get rich. I'm streaming because I enjoy it. I'm not trying to lie to the people. Some people came out of nowhere and I watched them come behind me and surpass me. And that's okay. Because what they ended up doing is questionable anyway to this day. Because their beginnings weren't strong. The foundations weren't solid in my book. So I'm good on that. And then the coins they have since launched. Who talks about their coins? Who outside of their main supporters, far and few in between, talks about their coins and how have their coins and projects benefited the entire chain, the Hex people who supported them, benefited the entire chain. And how? You could blame it on everything is down, bear market. You could blame it on all these things. You could blame it on all these things. But really, in truth, really, like, you missed the mark. It's okay. Don't act like you superior to anything, you know? I'm kind of I'm tired of that. But nobody cares. Nobody cares about that. Nobody cares about that, man. We're approaching the end of the summer. The year is flying. 8 months. We're approaching the end of the summer. October seemed like it was so far away. October 24th seemed like it was far away. That thing is 2 months away now. Like, man, right? Why is that date on my head? Because that's a date where, court rulings and proceedings. I don't know. Something's supposed to happen in August too, behind the SEC debacle with RH. I don't know. But now it's not a listen, man. Another maybe a jewel. Some important people told me some things, but I'm maybe a jewel I'm gonna throw out too. Like, I don't know if people understand this or not, and maybe they gotta hear it. The bear market is not the best time to be asking people for money. I mean, I don't know. Is that the bear market is not the best time to be asking people for money? Not just any bear market, but this low. This market right here been sideways for too long. It been sideways for the long, and it's not the best time, folks. You will meet consistent, fiery opposition. Fiery opposition. Richard's tweets, to me, aren't good enough. Like, as far as like, if you're looking for him to like show guidance and that ain't it. Them tweets he put out, he might as well not tweet. In my opinion, like, just for me, like, I don't, whether it's like, yo, it's like people are trying to carry this along and lead this community, but there's no head to lead it, because the heads that claim to try to lead it are moving like they're running around like a chicken without heads. It's all splintered, it's fractured. Maybe this is not meant to have a head. You know, when you think about decentralization, what central body is really in charge? If that central body is trying to fade into black like Homer Simpson, you know, fading into bushes, then what? You know, and I don't appreciate people talk about they have intel about how, oh, should you wait till you, oh man, you don't know what I know, nonsense, propaganda. Oh man, if you knew what I knew, you would sell now. Like, nonsense like that. If it's like that, why don't you say what you know? Since you're so committed, why don't you say what you know? But you're not gonna say what you know is because you are on the chain. You're still dealing with the chain. You hold the same tokens. What you're trying to do is get people to be shaken out, literally shaken out, sell everything they have, dump the price so you can scoop up at a discount. Because you're not leaving, Mr. I have all the intel. If you only knew what I knew, you're not leaving. But these are the games that people play. These are the games that people play. And they continue to play. And it's going to happen. It's going to, it's like, folks, this has become a psychological test of will, right? Of strength for nothing. Like, I'd rather exercise my mental strength in places where it kind of matters more. In matters more in my real, actual, natural life, with caring about people who mean the world to me more than just money. I'd rather apply my energies there, which I try to do every day. The time I spend on crypto here is light, quote unquote, versus what I do in my normal life, because that's what helps me go. This right here is not everything to me. This is like, these people treat this like it's their everything, which is sad. You can't wake up every day thinking about how bad things are on Pulse Chain, because that's a testament to how well you are not. You can't wake up every day talking about, oh, Pulse Chain is so bad. You got a lot of other things to figure out. If that's how the state of living, that's how you're existing. Oh, this is just so bad. There might be other things that are affecting you to cause you to feel like these things are so bad. If Pulse Chain is so bad to you, I don't even want to know what else is bad. If it's that bad, then let it go. My goodness. Let it go, right? Like, but they're not going to do that. Because it's not as bad as they think it is. People create stuff in their minds that don't exist. You know? No, they like disciple, I see you, man. I see all y'all. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to y'all. We'll go through the chat real quick, man. You got me rambling, man. I'm always rambling with y'all here, man. What are you talking about? What y'all talking about, man? John Polsek says even a small DCA these days will pay dividends in 25, 26. You know what's crazy? People used to say December 2025. Don't worry about anything going on now. Focus on December 2025. And you see how well that's worked out for people? December 2025 is little under a year and a half away. And all this stuff was talked about in the beginning when Pulse Chain launched. Before Pulse Chain launched, they said, listen, people, don't even think about 24. The whole plan is to really focus on 25, more so the end of 2025. They don't even talk about that anymore. Man, folks just like talk themselves, they psych themselves out. And then we'll call people like myself zealots. Are you crazy? Are you out of your rabbit ass mind? Are you not zealous to anything you have going on? If you're gonna call me a zealot, what are you? You know what I mean? I'm talking about to the non-believers. I'm talking to the non-believers. The fake non-believers, because they believe, because I've heard them. I've heard the fake non-believers say out of their own mouths that they really believe. Out of all the crap they give RH, they're not leaving. Why do you think that is? But they will tell the world in another breath, let their panties get tied up in a bunch. Oh, you know, the zealots, the cult members and brainwash, Pulse Chain Hex, Sack Daddy followers, or just, yeah, that's what you are too, because you're still around, bruh. Like, that's the games people play. Semantics, shamantics. RG3 says spitting fire. Appreciate it, man. He said, yeah, Wild Wild West. Be careful, gunslingers. Dodds Child said, Cap. Oh, yeah, that shit storm is not for the weak at heart. No, it's not. No, it's not. He said, I invented that phrase. What, Cap? He said, Frank. Facts. ADWLO said facts. Fucking Twitter. It's just true. True disciple. Ashtray. Man, I'm way behind. Excuse me on 1 second. Duty calls.
Whatever we want to do, no consequences, baby.
So what's that about?
What you mean? Why you in your feelings, big fella?
Change the song, eh?
Somebody about to catch a two-piece out here, and I ain't talking about lemon pepper, nigga. Huh? Police! Somebody help! I've been abused! Rick, please! Help us, Ricky! I'm hurt!
Now listen, Ricky, you know I've been waiting for this, nigga. You got hit by a white boy in Canada, nigga. You let a Canadian beat you up, man. You know I'm coming for you, Ricky.
Maybach music! You see me out here, I'm still chilling, man. I'm unfazed.
Yo, Rick.
What? Oh, shit. I'm unfazed, man.
Is it done?
Yeah.
Good.
He said, Tail 7 said I rugged the what? Big Apple dividends. Yeah, Big Apple dividend. I can't even play that song or they're gonna hit me with copyright. They're gonna hit me with copyright. I don't have the rights to the song, so I would have played that the whole 15 months, man. That song is so appropriate to what's going on now. Oh man, oh man. For sure. For sure. Paul Chase dead disciple. Why do we need builders? So said, my name is Billy, and I made 5,000 X on the meme code. I promise. Subscribe and smash that like crazy. Yeah, people are out of. It's at a level right now where things are out of control, folks. You know, Crazy Joe said, "Keep it log." Tell 7 said, Homer Simpson into the bushes analogy is spot on. Yeah, that's how they're doing, man. They fading into the bushes, fade to black. Hexy Trucker says, folks, it's going to be this simple. All the grifters and crap coins and crypto betas will all be coming back when the RH coins start to move back up 100%. That's the thing. That's the thing that people forget. When those green candles start printing again, they will dump all their non-RH related coins and chase the Richard Hart tokens. They will not admit that to you. They will not say that in the public, but in their heart of hearts, they know. They already know that no one is holding anything long term compared to RH tokens. Like the non-RH coins, any one of them. Like yo, shout out to even what I was saying the earlier coins like Hedron, Icosa. I don't look at them as they're tied to the T-share rate. We understand that the T-share rate is gonna go up in price. This is what it's developed and designed to do. Hex to me allowed all of this thing to become a reality. And so all these other tokens, man, they just have to prove themselves over time. I can't focus on 100 or 1,000 different coins talking about they're here for today and they're here for the long term. That's annoying. It's too much distraction. There's too much distraction. And at some point, it becomes pure gambling. It becomes absolute, just that's it, gambling. Throwing your money somewhere and making sure that it hoping and praying, crossing your fingers that your scratch off hit. Like, you know, that's all they're waiting. Like right now, it's at the opposite because when their coins pump, think about this. When the non-RH coins, quote unquote, pump, do people care? Like, do they really care? There's something that needs to be said for that. And I'm saying that like really, I'm sure the people who bought the coins care that their coins are pumping, of course. But I mean like in a larger sense. The larger sense, like RH, non-RH coins pumping. Does it make news? Excuse me, bad enough. Post chain making no news anywhere, which is a issue in my opinion. Like, if your coins, your non-RH coins are so spectacular, why aren't your community members blogging about it, writing articles about it, streaming about it, celebrating about it? The narrative would be they don't need to, right? The explanation is they don't need to. The explanation is that the people who talk about Richard Hart coins, Pulse Chain, etc., are doing the work for the non-RH coin holders. You see, people, so I'm telling you, like, it's so bad, but you said folks who are talking about what you think is so bad are working for you, talking about something that's so bad. Your maximum clowns. Kids can play a better mind game than you all who profess to be adults. You understand? Like children. Like, I mean, come on, man. I get it. You're pissed off. But your anger is sort of malaligned. It's not directed where it needs to be. It needs to be directed in the mirror. That's one of the hardest things we could accept. We didn't. Who forced us to be here? We placed ourselves here. I mean, am I wrong? And we dealing with the consequences accordingly. But miss me, like the kids say, with the foolishness about pointing fingers and ad hominems in places where, come on, man. People just want to argue for the sake of arguing because they're unhappy internally. They're the type of people that are so unhappy where when we do see the green candles, when we do, because we will see the green candles, their attitudes will remain the same. The same individuals that are so embittered and salty, when the green candles pump and everyone feels better, their piss poor attitude will remain the same. Because it's not the crypto. It's not about crypto. Right? They're not addressing the deep-seated self-loathing they have for themselves and they have for life. So you have it poured out here. It's just say, man, tell me if I'm wrong. That's not hard to tell. Right? On the internet, you could be anything you want to be. And then when you're dealing with money, oh man, that's highlighted even more. And then when you have a pseudo community around you, oh, even better. Not understanding that, with great power comes great responsibility. You got a community around you. If you don't take care of yourself accordingly and respect your community, the community is going to devour you. It's a give and take. It's a give and take relationship. You launched a non-RH coin and you have a community around you, you better take care of that community or the community will take care of you. Think about it. Like, this is the internet. Like, you don't know who's listening, who's watching, who's following you. And you talk about money, where hex streamers would openly declare, I'm not going to say who they are, but hex streamers will openly declare that they're in it to become billionaires. That's not something you take lightly. And why would you say that? And I understand, man. When you're young, you're excited, you're talking that talk. You want great things. You're like, yeah, you'll say things, but man, if I remembered it, I don't know if I'm the only one out here who remembers it. That's why you gotta be careful what you saying out here on these internet DeFi streets. Please. And this money that people are saying they're trying to make, like this is not a joke. You come from the bottom of the bottom, you come from poverty, bad neighborhoods, broken upbringing, ghetto, blah, blah, blah. People will do so much against you for so little. People will do so much against you for so little. So much against you for so little money. And over here, people are talking about they're doing this for the billions to get billions. Oh man, you better make sure you living on another galaxy. Don't talk like that on the internet and think you're not gonna have people following you. Like like a target. Like why do people do these things, man? Come on, man. You better make sure you have you have the artillery or a nation, a army, a squadron. Like yo, you better make sure you sure your whole situation official. Like, come on, man. I'm gonna drop the link before I bounce, man. Drop the link, like what I'm saying. See who want to chop it up. And we all gotta be respectful. We can't be respectful. We're not gonna do this. You know what I mean? It's Saturday. I got things to do too. But I love building with the people, man. You know what I mean? We're gonna see what it does, man. 5 to 10 minutes, nobody show up. I'm gonna end the stream just like that. The most beautifulest thing in this world. Shout out to Keith Murray, man. Hip hop legend. And man, we're not doing the negativity, bro. It's too much. It's too much. It's Saturday, folks. Appreciate your day. Appreciate your time. Like, live your life. Breathe some fresh air. We got crypto to keep us entertained and to possibly enrich our lives. So that's a win. You know what I mean? Go discover a bug that you've never seen before out in nature. Go discover a new leaf, a specimen, right? An organism that you've never seen before. Live life. Live life. Like, enjoy the sun. Enjoy the rain if it's falling. The wind. Right? You got some flames, something burning somewhere. Enjoy the flames. Bringing you warmth. It's cooking you a meal. Man, instead of listening to my old ass talking to you. For real. For sure, man. And Crazy Joe, thank you for the super chat, man. If you're still around, I appreciate that. Appreciate the support from y'all. Excuse me. Appreciate the support. Hold on, man. I got these bills I gotta pay real quick. Hold on 1 second.
How you living, Wonder?
What's up, Doc? What's going on, man?
Nothing much, man. I'm just chilling over here, just getting up, really.
Okay.
About to bop around, but I wanted to shout you out and tell you how much I appreciate you. Appreciate the streams. Just how
Thank
much
you,
keeping us all motivated, keeping us all locked in as we patiently wait.
bruh. You know, the inspiration you share a lot of the inspiration for me to keep doing this, man. You and a handful of brothers, a handful of people here, and so I do it for y'all and for all of us, man. I appreciate that.
Nah,
What
man.
I'm gonna tell you though,
Much appreciated.
what I don't appreciate is your support for some Kendricks. That we need to stop.
Hey,
We
bro,
need
I gotta
we
be
need to
object. I gotta be objective,
no
bro.
no. We need to stop the Drake slander, bro. We're not having that, all right?
I just have to be objective. He got
No, no,
barbecue.
no,
It's
no,
not
no,
like us thing. I've been to Spain,
no.
London. Where else have I been since that thing dropped? Florida. Now I'm
Wow,
in Nashville,
beautiful.
and I have not heard one Drake diss track, but I have heard "Not Like Us" in every city. I've heard it in Madrid, Barcelona, London, everywhere. Uh, to me, he got barbecued. We supposed to be listening to
That is
Drizzy, man.
not acceptable. That is not acceptable, bro. Okay? He did not get barbecued. He did not get charcoal, Kingsford charcoal cooked. He did not get barbecued, bro.
He got barbecued, bro. He got cooked. He
Look,
got cooked.
the only reason why I let that go, like as far as the whole not like, is because I feel like the RH non-believers are not like us. So
You
that's
right.
the only way. That's the only way I'll give this to you, man. You know I got maximum respect for you. That's the only way this year I accept it.
That's it.
That's because that's it, bro.
Okay.
That's it, bro.
I'll take that. I'll take that, man.
I'll,
I do it to I do it to troll West. Cause his ass, man. You do not want West to be your enemy, bro. That is somebody you do not want to be your enemy, man. He will ride your ass. No homo. He will ride you. He will not let go. He is like a pit bull. He
for
will.
sure.
West will drag your ass until he sees no movement from the body. I was like, he's a good ass friend. I'll tell you that.
Look. The loyalty
Very loyal.
is so rare, right?
Mhm.
Like that level of loyalty. That's why bro, I hope RH has loyalty in his life outside of crypto because
Yeah.
this is loyal. This right here.
Nah. Nah.
I hope he has it because it's hard to find in life. Look at what we face with all the time. Like it's not about the quantity of people who's backing you, it's the quality, like the loyal, respectful, honorable type situation, man. Come hook or crook. That's why, I'm
Yep.
sticking with this shit, bro. Like that's it.
Yep.
If I'm wrong, if we wrong, then is hey, who
That's it.
knows? That's it.
I'm going down with it.
I'm going down too, man.
Yep.
Fuck everything, bro. Like
Yep.
it is what it is.
But we made that decision last cycle.
Yeah.
That this next coming cycle was going to be the cycle where like I'm going to stick to the ingredients that got me here. So, and I think, and I, this was all.
Your mic.
I'm sorry. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Can you hear me, Wonder?
Yeah. Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
No.
Hello? I can hear you. You probably
Hold on. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Hello. Here. Yeah. Yo, what y'all talking about on Noonie? I didn't see the Noonie said FOMO gonna do a number on the crypto community, especially off the lows. 100%. Noonie, you on point with that. Gonna have people bitching saying they wish they would exactly. That whole the Solana business, like weird. It's just been weird, man. People got so upset and emotional. I mean, yeah, it's what we gonna do, man. 1337 Hex or happy Saturday to you. 1337. Disciple has sounds like he has some technical difficulties. Technical difficulties. He graced the stream with his presence. Appreciate that, Disciple. If you hear me, I'm about to turn this down. Everybody, appreciate y'all for coming through. Appreciate the support. Appreciate the likes. Appreciate the comments. You guys are so engaging. You know, you keep me motivated to keep doing this, and it's not gonna stop. One thing that we can't forget, please don't forget this, that we're gonna remember these times. We're gonna remember who's who. We're going to remember. We're gonna remember who's who.
Sorry about that, Wonder.
You good, bro?
Yeah,
You
bro's
good.
calling me. Everybody, the troops are being rallied, so
Yeah.
everybody ready to hit the streets.
Oh, I hear you, man.
Looking for the hot tour girl.
Oh, come on, man. Yo, you out of control, man.
I'm in Nashville looking for the hot tour girl.
That's where she's from?
Yeah, I believe so.
Oh man, you out of control, man. Why are you doing that, man? Bill Maher tried to have her do a podcast, man. You saw that? Like,
No, bro, she ain't got nothing to talk about. What Billboard want to talk about with her?
oh, everything X-rated, everything like
Leave that girl alone,
profane.
man. We just playing.
Everything profane. He's trying to like get her to do everything profane.
Well, he a big freak. He a
Yeah,
big freak.
I didn't know that.
He been pimping out girls since the early '90s and stuff. Maybe before that.
Oh, you see.
Yeah.
I didn't know that, bro.
List, but I wouldn't be surprised.
See, I didn't see. I wouldn't be surprised either. Like,
yeah, he an old freak. I'm serious, man.
I believe you.
But no, I was saying before I got cut off, like, what should have happened was, in my personal opinion, when Hex grew its popularity, I think that because we are in a ego chamber or echo chamber, people thought it was bigger than what it was, And so when the whole pulse chain thing started moving, and they was talking about Hexaco, right? Remember all that talk?
Yes.
It's like, okay, that's cool, that's a noble thought, but it has to. You got to build trust, right? You got to build a culture.
Yeah.
And they had that with, like I said, they use pretty much network marketing tactics to kind of build a system of education and spreading the word, which is fine. If that's how you want to do it. The whole idea of conferences and let's use these tools. And I figured there would eventually be like a Hex Pulse Chain app. You click the app, and it has all these things where you get educated or whatever. If you want to do that, fine. But just stop gouging people.
Yeah, man.
Create the culture first. But we didn't even get 3 weeks until Pulse Chain being launched to where everybody wanted to just create their own personal business, and then call it capitalism, because you have capitalism and then you have predatory capitalism.
Right. Talk about it.
And we live in a system of predatory capitalism.
Yep.
To where it's just like, oh, it's just business. It's not personal. You know,
Right.
it's just business. It's not personal. Or
Right.
if you want a hexaco, it's going to be personal.
Right.
Stop being an asshole and use your mind and brain to create trust first. You
Right.
know,
For real. For real. And that's where they fall short.
that's why you can have a situation with bang bang, and everybody, instead of people just saying, "Oh, okay, we'll help you," it's like, "No, I don't trust this."
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
the trust
That's
was
right.
broken. That's what happens.
That's what happens.
What happens, man? It's okay though. It's gonna be a whole nother round, and we'll see what happens on this next go around.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody got mad at us for
Yeah.
telling you the observable, like, truth. We just kind of said it a little drunken, but hey,
Yeah.
it was the truth.
It was the truth.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, man. A drunk mind speaks a sober tongue. Like it was all real, raw, and unfiltered truth, and still is.
Yeah.
It just still is, man. Like
It'll be all right though. That's gonna be still have a good ass time. But nothing has happened yet.
yeah,
BTC ain't doing shit. ETH ain't doing shit. None of these coins are doing anything.
right,
The market is still just kind of just, chilling.
chilling.
I think in the background you might have the upper echelon, whatever you want to call.
Mm-hmm.
They might be, scooping up some shit. Good for them. But we ain't seen nothing yet.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
They ain't gonna just stay like this. It's either
No.
gonna all end or we're gonna see the pump of all pumps.
That's right. That's right.
So don't get it twisted. We've all felt like this before.
Exactly.
Wonder is just here to remind y'all, this ain't nothing new under the sun. Ain't nothing new.
At all.
Don't let people trick y'all to think it's over. So
And like every year, every cycle, that things like the same narratives come up. Oh, it's over. That's it. It's dead. And each bull market outperforms the previous bull market.
every time.
Every time, man. Like, and may not outperform by way of multiples for BTC or maybe Ethereum. Like, we're not gonna expect a 10x out of Bitcoin, etc., or whatever. But the altcoins,
Oh yeah,
the rip. They rip.
they rip hard.
They rip hard, man.
You can see it now.
You can see it now, man.
What happens, bro, when ETH goes up 4%, Hex, Pulse Chain, they be going up 20%.
Right. Right.
Maybe more. Like, it don't take much, man. If ETH gets back to 5K, what you think is gonna happen?
Exactly.
The whole market is gonna rip.
Exactly. Because FOMO is gripping, is captive, is real. Like that, you mess around, start perspiring, you sweating, your heart start racing, you thinking, yo, I don't want to lose, I don't want to miss out. Let me chase this candle, because you didn't have a strong foundation. You didn't have a plan. You thought it was over. Now you're gonna get taxed twice. You sold early, huh? And you're trying to buy in, but it's too high because everything pumping. So, but we're the zealots. We are the zealots, the toxic are, and it's F all that. I don't care about all that misery, crying nonsense BS that they're talking about us, man. Because if it was so bad, they would leave, but they're not leaving.
They're not leaving. Like, we just want you to leave.
Right. As if Yeah, as if we control shit.
Yeah, like we the ones that it's us that's controlling the market, right?
Right.
Because of us, the prices aren't up. Right.
Because of us, we're stopping it. It's over. If Wes says, I'm selling everything right now on the sack.
I'm with you, bro. I'm out. I actually don't have any more coins.
Like, you selling everything on the sack, and why are you selling the world?
Yeah, I sold my shit and bought Brandon B's old car.
Right. Oh, you know?
I did. I'm rolling that Brandon B.
Yeah, I don't know if that gentleman had any experience in any cycle with crypto. Like, I think he came in at the top, at the last hex top or something like that. That guy's emotionally, he swings like a seesaw, like you know, like he goes up and I don't get it with these people, man. They have
He's just doesn't have much life experience. That's all.
right.
He'll be okay. He'll be okay. He just doesn't have life experience.
That's right.
You know, spoiled kids when you hear them. He'll be all right.
Yeah.
He'll be all right.
Yeah, he'll be all right.
Poor little kid, man.
You know, there's a lot of people listen to him. That's the thing. People be listening to these folks that got the dope mouthpiece. Fuck out of here. Don't be listening. Listen to yourself. Like, trust your own research and guidance. And come on, listen. Man. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. Because if shit go wrong, you're gonna be looking at a disciple, Wonder, Westcott. Don't blame. Hey. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, listen. Don't listen to Wonder. Listen to me. Sell all of it. Get out now, and go do day trading with stocks,
Right.
and then jump.
Sell. He said sell all of it.
Sell all of it and put it into day trading. I'm just kidding. This is just a joke. Just kidding.
So it seemed like this is breaking news. Z in the chat says Kareem is live with Maddie All. Yo, why are we laughing, man?
And we're hurt.
Oh man. What's going on, bro? This is the Twilight Zone, bro. Absolute Twilight Zone. What the fuck are we doing this for? This is like
you can't write a better script.
Since I've said the spin doctors are lulling the tired and weak to sleep. The party hasn't even started yet. That's the truth, man. Party hasn't even started yet, man.
This is too good. Oh boy. Oh, what are they talking about over there?
I don't know, bro. I don't know if I want to know. Like, can I even share the screen? Yeah. Yo, hold on, man. Let me see. Let me see what we can do over here, man. I don't even know. I don't even know how to do this. I'll figure it out.
Man, this is too good.
Oh no, man. Like this.
I hope you guys enjoying the show. Magnificent.
Share the screen. Yeah, let me try to share the screen, man. Let me see if I could.
Right.
You out?
No, I'm here. I'm listening.
Oh. Maddie all in.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go on mute.
Okay. Let's see. Let's try to share. A lot of mercy. Let's see. Remember to click share audio too.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm not. Not you, disciple. I'm reading a comment that Tinsar
Oh,
put.
because it'll say you gotta like share the certain window or something like that. What is it?
Uh, screen layout. Press Shift +6. This ain't it, man. Man, let me see. Let me see.
Man, see, look what y'all doing to Wonder, man.
I'm
See what
trying
Wonder goes through for y'all.
to. Yeah.
See, y'all need to hit that Patreon.
Right.
He's sharing his screen.
I'm news layout. Press Shift. Oh man, this is embarrassing. No,
If
it's
you
not.
had been in Randy Harlarski's class, you would have known how to do it.
Yeah, that's terrible. That's true though. That's facts. Facts. Yo, how do I do this, bro? I'm sharing. How do I share this screen? This guy, man. Do this, man. Oh my goodness. Look, man. Oh, wait. Mm-mm. Present share screen.
Okay, let's see.
Full screens.
I mean, they're just full price everything. So you will pay literally 4 or 5 times less because again, I move with 3 or 4 people on in general, and people who watch me on IG, they've been seeing that. Same way when Hexicans were coming into town, people were visiting. I say, "Yo, be careful there. Come with me because it's gonna cost you less, and I'm gonna make sure you have a great time." And if you remember when Richard came to visit, I was the one that orchestrated the big part when he had the most fun for his time on our dime. All it's gonna be like, and then that's just who I am and what kind of work that I like to do. Now,
Y'all hear this?
fast forward to 2022, bear market and all, very important to point out.
I hear it.
After going to the club, literally, like I said, one time I went in the club like 27 days in a row. It's crazy. Then it's like, then it gets boring, then the same old, whatever. But I mean, people build connection, never start problem, never start a fight. Like I said, never been arrested my whole life. So everything's good. I'm best friend from the bouncer, the bus boy to everybody, and they all know me, right? So that's why I remember I came back and said that I was like, oh, I'm gonna start traveling more, right? What do I say? Stay.
I already don't care.
Right? Stay already done. Staying, whatever. And chill for me is like traveling, passing the time because we're in the bear market. What else we're gonna do? Right? Never really been interested in any other coin besides RH coin. Hedron was the exception. We got it for free. And to me, it passes my test, my RH ecosystem test. And again, that's public record. Most people know that. So then that's when, if you remember, I started going to, Dubai. I went to see Dan, remember? Went to Dubai. Oh, yeah. Then I went to Singapore. Then the following year in 2023, I went to, before Thailand, I went to Vietnam. Then I went to Thailand. And I had a great lesson. I was like, oh, wow. I can spend a fraction of the cost because I'm, again, self-aware. We're in the bear market, right? You know what I mean? You're playing for the long term. And at the time, mind you, I never thought we were going to go 99% down. I'm thinking 80, 85. I budget for that. 95% stay. I don't have any long-term stay less than 10 years. Everybody knows the story. Like big, just long-term, let it cook. We're good. We're here for the long term. So I find what enter myself, travel, meet you, earn board on the road still. I've always been doing that.
Always. Then why would you be jet setting if you're looking for that? Come on, bro.
Can it be, right? You know,
get it prepared.
90+% jet, no problem, right? So fast forward, and I'm enjoying the travel. I find out, like I already kind of hinted, especially when I got to Thailand, I was there for 2 months.
I know,
it's
right?
Like literally, it's so cheap compared to America, especially if you live in Miami. And you had a great time, and it's peaceful, and time fly, and you're waiting patiently for the bear market. I stepped back a little bit from some of the community work because we didn't have any new people at the time, to be honest. We were just kind of rehashing the same thing, and those who know. And then, me, I'm not really into like big current on Twitter, the trolling, this, that. I don't have no time for that. But I never left. I was always there, obviously retweeting to Richard. Yeah, shout out to you. Yeah, I met him in Singapore. Great guy. Awesome. His whole family. So I went to meet Silver too. Silver was in Singapore.
Oh, nice.
Nobody cares, bro.
Silver, the antidote.
yeah, so it's like, it was just great. And then, so yeah, fast forward that, I'm like, oh wow, I get to save money, I get to travel, everything is fun. Doing that, boom, move to 2023. We thought it would be the thing. Boom, bear market continues. All right.
What'd you
No
do with the
worries.
Tesla?
Huh?
What'd you do with the Tesla?
Oh yeah, well even that, because moving, and when I was in Miami after a while, and I was doing the next smart thing. Yeah, what did Richard said, right? What is it? Ladies, liquor, leverage, right? Oh, and by the way, I have a surprise. It's gonna be funny. Towards the end, I come up with a new one too. So I got to master all three. You know what I mean? So because obviously these Miami, these girls all the time. I've seen girls all the time, so it's no big deal. I can't get finesse on it. So you know what I mean? The leverage, you know me, I'm not interested. Never was. Stay dead and chill.
Yeah.
That's my leverage. That's it. And then the liquor, even though I was always good, no problem. But I was like, you know what? And I was talking to my friends too. Wait, everywhere I go to from Miami is literally within 15 minutes. I don't really need the car that much. I can just Uber everywhere. It's safer. You don't want to take the risk. Why not? Boom. So even that, and then paying, $800 insurance a month for no reason, it doesn't make no sense because they see you look at the Tesla as premium vehicle, whatever. So I even stopped even driving that. I was just because I used to do videos now all the time. So and then just Uber everywhere. So
Nice.
Keeping things simple, don't have to worry about. And then when I travel, I don't worry about where the car is, pay parking, this, that. And in Miami, you go anywhere else, it's $100 parking. Restaurant club or 60 or so. Imagine you go to a restaurant, then you go out. You could easily pay $200 just on parking. So I was like,
wow.
Because at first I thought, why am I going to Uber, waste money, when I can just drive? And then it hits me. It's like, well, sometimes it's so packed. There's no free parking. The meter thing is further out. So you're forced to kind of like valet or risk to park somewhere and then you're going to get a ticket. So I got it again. Bear market mindset, right? You shift the gear. You're like, hey, this could be the long term. We don't know. Let's just hunk it down. Everything cool. And still trying to do productive things, right? Helping people out, lowering my costs. At that time, back to the club thing, reputation gets even better because I'm meeting from celebrities to best DJs to whatever. It gets to a point where, and this is really going to piss the haters off, but that's just what it is. My name is like in my face, like a name card. I can go any club in Miami and pay $0 just walking. More often than not, it's at the level now, like literally, Maddie, I kid you not, almost every day after 11 p.m., Miami's a late town. People go out, literally dinner at 10, 11, and then they'll be there until 12:30, and then they'll go to the club. My phone will literally ring. So from IG to like, hey, what are you doing tonight? This, that, blah, blah, blah. Because many, many people back in 2021, when I was my friend doing whatever, I met a lot of promoters who are good people, or even just people that just come on vacation. Hey, I'm with my friend. Do you mind if blah, 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 so and so can come into the table? We don't mind. I said, no, just come in. It's fine. Everything's good. So I met a lot of people like that networking, promoters who they had friends in town, or let's say a promoter, right? And then promoter knows me. Promoter's trying to save you money because let's say you have a budget. So he's trying to make you meet me so we can share together. So now you don't have to come up with $5,000. Maybe you only come up with $1,000, just to give an example. And then Kareem and his friends are going to be out. Then you can team up with them. You bring your people, blah, blah, blah. So you can network like that too. So it got to a point where bear market, I'm traveling. That's my good excuse. I don't have to be there and spend money for no reason because, again, you're trying to do the responsible thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
You just essentials. Now it gets to a point where all those people just remember the time that I put in and all the great things that I've done. And even the club owners, I know some of them hanging out with them. So, just come to the club. No worries. Because you affected the P&L. You and your friends and your network, and then never had a problem, no trouble, whatever. I could be sitting literally in the club. Bus boy would come in, like my people need water or whatever. Somebody get free stuff. Literally. I'd be like, free drinks, free whatever, because they just know me and I've always helped them. And when they're not working, sometimes they hit me up, they want to hang out. I show them a good time. So all these things, like I always preach, network, be people. So now again, it's sad that I have to address it because those who know, they already know. But since I've been away for a while, haters start talking about shit that don't even matter, stuff back from 2021, where it's like, literally, you're in Miami now, you can come in if I'm there. Even if I'm not there, I can put you on with somebody, whatever you need. Boom. You need a boat. You need jet ski. You need whatever the fun stuff people do. Because again, I live there.
You needed money for bail.
With me, it will be the best deal. Or worst case scenario, if I'm not there, I'll put you in touch with somebody that I know and trust. I'll give you the best deal. And then you have fun with your friends and whatever. And a lot of the time, they'll just invite you to come chill with them. So the haters watch the IG. They think I'm out there wasting money. When the reality is, I'm just literally there with my friends, having fun. They have the best time. And it's like almost like I'm a promoter, almost, even though I'm not. And then sometimes they say, oh yeah, what do you want to do? And then let's do the sign. So I was like, oh, let me promote Hex, which I always do, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I put the sign, Hex.com, everywhere I get the chance. Because it's like, yo, if you're gonna be there, like, might as well promote. Because especially in the bear market, people are like, man, this guy's still here.
Yeah.
He did all that, but didn't put no goddamn money in his savings account.
Exactly.
How old are you, bro?
Exactly.
Stop talking so goddamn fast, because you sound like a liar.
Exactly. It's actually quite frustrating listening. Like it's after
He sounds like a fucking college kid.
Right.
What are you talking about?
You
did all that shit and you didn't have no money in your goddamn savings account, boy.
Exactly.
Get your ass down and put at least 6 months rent into your savings account before you do any of that shit.
Exactly.
You should have been had 60, 70 grand sitting in that account doing nothing.
Well, he did go on I think it was a pulse chain conference, and he stated on that conference on the panel that he spent $60K a month partying at the time. Then it was reduced to 40, then he dropped it down to 10.
Bro.
Yeah.
Your entertainment budget shouldn't exceed more than 7% of your monthly income.
There you go.
Basic budget knowledge. And 7% is excessive.
Yeah, man.
That's if you really like to go out. So
yeah.
you bringing in 100 grand, you should not exceed 7%.
Bruh, I got to thank him for the content. I really have to thank him for the content, because I don't know, man. I don't know.
But these are the people that y'all listening to, man.
Yeah.
They telling y'all what the fuck y'all should be doing. They should piss me off.
Yeah, man. Like
I'm listening to my son.
Right. That now you can understand exactly. Like that's how I felt in my previous streams when I would touch on this subject. I felt like I was like that could have been my son. Like what the hell are you doing?
My son was doing that. I cursed his ass out.
Yeah, man.
And I would let him sit. I'll let him feel it for a second. I'll get his ass out. But he gonna hear from me.
Yeah.
He gonna hear it. You're not gonna be, oh, we love you. No, I'm gonna say you're an idiot. Sit your ass down.
A complete dumbass. Not pandering to my son, doing dumb shit. Doing, come on, man. Losing your freedom behind foolishness. Like,
bro, you should not have the EES, man. You should have had that money sitting in your fucking account before you even left.
Exactly.
Don't touch that money, man.
7,000 T-shares in that sets.
Come on, man.
Dream account.
Y'all listen to this and then y'all hear the sob story, but y'all don't listen with spiritual ears.
Right. Talk about it.
And then y'all think that we're being mad or angry for rebuking him when he should have been rebuked and he wouldn't have done it. The reason why he's doing this is because he's spoiled, because he doesn't get rebuked.
Right.
You guys have never listened to someone speak with actual love to you, man.
Yeah.
And that's why y'all like RH, because he talked to you harsh, like a dad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love you, RH. But then, like spoiled brats, when you have to earn it your way,
mm-hmm.
you turn your back on RH.
It's disgusting, bro.
And then many people give me, what is this Hex thing? And I'm with a lot of people like, I mean, even into Pulse Chain. I'm just through Pulse Chain. I had the shirt, I had everything. I did all that as well. So again, we fast forward 2023, 2024, we thought, hey, we still what Axis will call double bear market. So I said, all right, off we go again. So I'm doing the same thing, keeping it low key, do another travel so I don't have to, waste money when I'm here. And I'm trying to go to a new place that I've never been. Again, I've never been to Colombia. My friend invited me. Then I go to Colombia. This is now in 2024. This is for my birthday.
You're talking too fast.
You're talking way too fast.
I had this greatest idea after traveling, come back, and I'm a little bit bored. I'm going to switch
something up.
Then I connect with you, and we went to build a house. I went back. I went, for people who know, he's my best friend. So And we met through Hex, literally about 2.5 years ago. So went to because he come to Miami, he stays with me, blah blah blah. And then when I go to Louisiana, I stay with him at his house. And then we went. That was one of the greatest things. My dad back home, remember I told you I had a construction company, so I always never been afraid to work hard and use my hands. So 12-hour work, we frame a whole house 14 days. By day 17, we had like shingles on the roof. That was crazy. Wow. The only thing we did not do ourselves was the electrical. After that, because I even learned how to do plumbing. That was really cool, especially on a new house. Wow. That smelling, whatever. And then the actual shingle itself. You see the video that you posted, and I'm literally on the roof. We did that. We did all the rafters, and then we put the roof, the wood, the plywood, and whatever. And then we only hire the people to do the shingling because they were like, I forget where they were from, Honduras or something. They give us their best deal, bro. We're talking about like 1,800 square foot house. They did the whole shingle one day, and they charged us like somewhere around like something like 1,200 or 50. Like, anyway, like a deal so good, it's almost at cost where it's like, all right, we don't even have to do it ourselves because we were like, thinking we're going to do everything ourselves, save money on the labor, right? Because some people are very expensive. But it got so cheap that it's like, oh, boom. Same thing with the electrical. We framed the house. We're doing the plumbing. Takes us 2-3 days, and I'm learning first time. It's awesome, and I learned fast. Even Uni's impressed. I was like, dude. And then people that come in, they watch it like, wait, you done construction before? No, never. Like this kind of construction, never. Cutting, using machines, all that stuff. It was just so much fun. Again, we're up like 6:30, work until like 8-9 p.m.
Helps with the boredom to learn something new and be good at it instantly, huh?
And he was impressed. I would do 12 hours, barely having any break. But again, it was just fun. And I got something to do. I'm distracted. And he pays me too. I want to point that out. That was awesome. He didn't have to because I said, I'm just coming in, whatever. But then he pays because I'm away from, because I was there for like 2 months. I'm away from Miami. I still got bills, whatever. So he pays me. And it's like, oh, we're doing something fun. We're in a bear market because he has a construction company. You know what I mean? I can make 8-10K and then pay my bills. I don't have to, again, I'm not trying to create political, whatever. You know me, I was never interested. I'm not interested in meme coin. I'm not interested in creative coin, whatever. To each their own, that's great. You know what I mean? I made that piece a long time ago. Everybody knows, Axis knows. So it's like, but again, it's just to clear oh, he does this, he does that. No, I don't see, I do other ways. And I'm not afraid to get my hands dirty, so to speak, work hard to generate money that way, and then let my staff do what they do.
Right.
That's when
right.
I be like, you know, everything's good.
Because you're already.
So we did all that. It was fun.
You already know.
Then right around that time, another close friend of mine actually reconnected with me. This is where it gets really fun. His name is Kervin. That's the one some people have been seeing lately. And I know him since Boston days. You know what I mean? Same thing. When he first got to Miami, he stayed at my house. Did a solid many good. Now he's been doing very well. At some point, he was even my neighbor.
He's talking,
which is really awesome. And then he started to do very well in his Airbnb business. Things started to take off, whatever. Then he asked me literally to like teach him how to invest and do the crypto. Was interested, especially Pulse Chain.
Guys, let me just say this real quick. Like, I don't mean to. Y'all don't have to watch this. If you don't want, of course, you know, someone just, you know, in the chat graciously informed us and told us that, you know, they're going live right now. This guy's just talking. It's just like, this is what he does, right? And I'm not knocking him because that's his personality. But in light of the events that took place, he's not, it's like, yo, get to the effing point because nobody want to hear about anything. Just get to the point of what we want to hear. Like, you're giving the extra backstory, and it's just nonsense that, like, come on, man. We listening for the real. It's just smoke and mirrors this guy's throwing at us. Oh, haters this, haters that. No, motherfucker. Where's your humility? Where is your humility? This is the problem. This is what I'm saying. Like, why are you talking in the public? Because go ahead, bro.
Admitted that he's wrong one time.
Right. Where's the accountability? You weird, bro. These people are weird. They doing weird shit, bro. You gave me like, thanks for the content. I'm gonna just
gotta grow up, man.
Yo, they just put him out there to be the sacrificial lamb, bro. I'm just gonna say it like that, man. Sorry, it's just not sorry, bro. They put him out there to be the sacrificial lamb, bro. Like, and you know what? That's why I've been speaking about the way I've been speaking about certain things to identify from my observations, weird activities have been taking place. And I don't need feedback from that. I'm just putting it out there for the world to know. Like, this guy, yo, you could have just handled your business in the background, in private, Everybody didn't have to know what you're going through. This is like some weird, twisted, reverse clout, not clout chasing. I don't know what the hell this is, man. This is an embarrassment. You went from doing all this. What are you doing?
Yep. Yep.
An embarrassment, man. Like, yo, man.
You know, obviously X as well, but other stuff because he's more about he would like staking, but he doesn't like too long. But he's just new at that. So I was like, oh well, we're gonna do the provide liquidity thing. So tell him about that. And then I think Crypto Coffee at the time had a great video too. We're talking about how to do the farming, pulse X, whatever. Because for me, I was just doing regular staking. I wasn't really into anything else. So I learned about the other stuff, the APY, blah, and something that if he says green, we need to take the money out, then at least he doesn't have to worry about a stake, something like that. So, because the price is low, some people feel bad, whatever. But for new people, they're I'm gonna buy it at the low. But for people that have been here, they're like, all right, cool, I'm gonna do the pulse chain thing. So, all right, cool, that's fine. It's still part of the ecosystem.
All right, Wonder Bro. I'm gonna go have fun myself.
Yeah, man.
But I promise you, if I get arrested, you ain't gonna need to send me no bread.
That's my first time going to that part of Mexico because I've never been, right?
Take care of yourself.
And I'm not gonna blame y'all. All right, it's my fault.
Yo, listen, man. Take care of yourself. Have a great time, man. And
no doubt, bro.
Weekend, bro. We'll keep in contact. Sure.
I appreciate you so much, man. Y'all keep having fun with this, man. But these kids are crazy.
Oh, we gonna cook.
Big grown ass kids. All right, man.
All right.
All right. Peace, bro.
Peace. People, this is like
connected. We're talking about the crypto and everything like that. Then when I come back, he wanted to take it further. Literally, like he wants me to potentially manage his portfolio. He trusts me, blah blah blah. But he just wants me to be around, because it's crypto or whatever. I'm like, just in case something happened, then he can talk to me. So I was like, all right, cool. I'll start following him around. Then after that, this brings us to the close to the Turks and Caicos. I was supposed to be in after Tulum, then we go to Cabo, also Mexico, other side. That's me with Kervin. John is back in Louisiana doing the work. And again, I have to follow him around because of the work, the crypto stuff, and educate him at the same time. Then after that, we're back to Miami. I'm supposed to go to France because my mom is there with my grandma and everything, and my cousin is getting married. So, the whole family, people I haven't seen in years. Then it really fucking sucks because they have this BS rule where your passport have to have 6 more months of expiry, whatever. And my passport is old passport for my country, like I said, because I'm not a citizen. I chose to stay, Central African Republic. I might have to reconsider after this experience because, bro, they looked at me, they told me if you were American, the situation would have been better. I mean, it's crazy. I even find out that the U.S. government can actually post bail for you. That's crazy. I didn't even know that. But green card is not the same as
that's part of why I was worried too. Is that it's kind of known that if you're not a U.S. citizen, you might get worse treatment.
Exactly. But again, you live and you learn, right? Because I never saw really the need because I have anything else, bank account, I can work, this, that. I never been in trouble. I never worried about being arrested, never nervous my whole life, 34 years old. So it's like, because I get it. People trying to fear monger, like, oh, but what if something happened, you do something wrong, they can take it away. But if you don't do nothing wrong, then you don't have to worry about it. So it's like, But now when you overseas, that can come handy. So maybe when I go back, I might reconsider that. Because all my siblings, they're all American already. I'm just the one I'm saying, I never really care. But that's a learning experience right there. So, so I can't go to France. Sucks. So, and then will Kervin say, oh, yeah, well, let's go to Turkey. And it was also his birthday and one of his friends' birthday as well for that week, literally. So then I'm like, all right, cool. It's your birthday, whatever. Again, tagging along. I didn't even pay for the flight. I just literally, he loves me, takes me around, just do what I'm supposed to do. So I'm there and then everything's cool. You do the same thing, the touristic thing that everybody would do, right? On an island. And this is where it gets messed up because you're there for about 8-9 days. You're there, whatever, do the thing. And then on the last day, right? After everything's done, you've been on vacation, you did the thing, parents spending money, you went out, whatever. And then you just want to go home, go back to work, right? And then literally, this is where the drama starts. Ready? So we're at the airport. I'm just checking in, whatever. We're sitting in a terminal, Manny. I kid you not. 20 minutes to go.
Good, Dr. Morey.
Hello.
Yes.
Can you hear? Yeah.
Yeah, I
You
get
know, it's 1:30 a.m. Here. I may sound a bit drunk, but I'm not. I
okay.
just I'm just kind of sleepy. But I was listening to you. My internet I took a break, and when I came back, I saw this stream going on.
Okay.
I wish Disciple was here as well, but it would be more fun. But
It's okay.
I just wanted to hop on. It's more fun to watch with friends, and this because this is pure entertainment.
Yeah.
I- I- Like I still envy him for the way how fast he talks.
Right.
Like, but oh my god! But I just wanted to point out, do you see regret or remorse on anybody's face on the stream? Like, yeah, you
No.
have to first admit that you made a mistake.
Yes.
And I don't see that. I don't think
No.
he has learned anything.
I
But
don't.
let's continue what he's saying. We are getting to the good part, I suppose.
Right. 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 For sure.
And then the airplane take off, and I have the best experience. Turks Cape Coast, blah blah blah. The water is truly blue. It's really beautiful. No hate against the island. The island, the people were nice. Everything was safe, whatever, whatever. And check the bag, sit in the terminal, about to go. And then we get a call. We say, oh yeah, first my friend. Oh, you have to go back, blah blah blah, because we check all together. There's a mixed up with the bag. Then I get, oh, hold on. It's funny. Officer's calling me right now. Just give me 1 second.
Yeah, no problem.
I have to pick up this.
Yeah.
Let me see. Just talk to people for a little bit. I'm trying to come back.
Sure, no problem. Yeah, so thanks everybody for
Maybe the officer is watching the stream as well.
right in front of me.
Yeah. Come back to the Turks and Caicos.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh,
Man, I told you, like, it's so much. It is pure entertainment, man. Like, this is what keeps the interest in Hex alive. Like,
exactly.
not a day, like not a dull day. You can say whatever you want. Yeah, it has been full of hardships, but never a dull day in Hex.
Never, ever a dull moment, Doc. Never a dull moment. You can't make this up. You can't make. You mean to tell me convenient when he was just about to explain everything, he gets a call. He gets a call from the police officer. He gets a call, and now he can't talk. Wait, we gotta watch. Hold on, we gotta watch this. This is out of control, Doc. We gotta watch this, Doc. We gotta see how this goes on.
And pulse chain is 4 zeros and a 364. Pulse X is 4 zeros 196, and we also got ink at $1.88. So these prices are looking pretty juicy. And
what?
I know there are questions for Kareem about like what he thinks about these assets that are other than Hex. So
And
maybe
I'm
we'll
back.
get to that later in the interview.
Yeah, you see proof right at Young Bell. See, officer checking on me. But this guy is cool. He's been helping me and everything like that. He was the first one that let me use my phone. So because without that, and I wouldn't be able okay, I'm gonna get to that part. But yeah, he's been checking on me. So what was I saying?
So you were saying that there was 20 minutes left before the plane takes off.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh,
you
it's
guys
the
get a
preview.
call.
Yeah, we gotta get a call. No, like they go to the microphone that so and so they call my friend first, come back outside, something wrong, luggage, whatever. Then he goes, I'm like, oh, I hope nothing is wrong. And then we're just waiting for him, right? Sitting there, me and my other friend, because there's three of us. You know what I mean? There was three guys.
Get your story straight.
Then I get a call too. I gotta go, something wrong with the luggage, da da da. The lady made a mistake, rightfully so. bless her heart. She didn't do it on purpose. We were checking out together. Basically, she put my name in my friend's check bag and then my friend's name on my bag. So it's like a mixed up. So then to clear out, I say, "Oh, yeah, no problem." Then I say, "Yeah, no, this is my bag. This is his bag, but we're traveling together. But like, fix that." So then we fixing it. Everything is good. Then you go back in, and then some other officer just, "Oh, we need to do a random check." I'm like, "Huh? Why? Why random check?" We talk about a check bag. Like when you go, you drop in and you go, whatever. And I want to caveat this. This is the same bag that I've been traveling with for months. You know what I mean? And then I say, "All right, cool. I don't hide, whatever. It's my bag, whatever. And then boom. Then when they open it, they do the search. We're talking about, like that little pocket where you put your shoes, not the main bag, at the corner, whatever. And then, damn, that's when they found it. I'm like, in my first mind, I'm like, fuck, what is that still doing here? You know what I mean? I'm like, because I had no idea. Like literally, honest to God. So it's like, because, and then I'm thinking, oh, that sucks. And I'm thinking, oh man, whatever, I'm going to get a fine, whatever. Remember, I'm a resident in Florida. Do you get what I'm saying? So you don't even license fine, whatever. And we talk about ammunition. We talk about 9mm, tiny little thing. Like John literally said it best because he has a firearm, whatever, in Louisiana, and then you can literally buy that in the store. Walmart for less than $50. It's true. So I'm thinking, worst case scenario, fuck, I'm gonna get hit with a fine, whatever, and then because it's in a check bag and they're making a big deal, and then everything changed. They call officer, whatever, and then I understand they want to treat you like a criminal and stuff, put handcuff on you. It was the worst experience, it's something I can't talk about with it. But anyway, it was just not good. People were watching you, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? I'm like, bro, I'm just trying to go home. Like, what is going on? What's the big deal? They even take my friend at first too, because of the mixed up. They don't know, they think this and that. Then long story short, then they put in the car. Then we go to one of the office when they do the investigation. I literally got handcuffed behind my back. It hurts like crazy, because I've never had whatever. I'm sitting there literally, Maddie, for 4 hours, sitting there. Nobody talks to me. This, that, whatever. Just there. I don't know what's going on. I mean, whatever. Then officer comes in. Then that's when I find out that, it's a big offense over there. Because again, I don't know. Even though I travel the world, I look at the big things, like, do's and don'ts, whatever. And in my mind, I don't even know the thing is still in there. And we talk about a check back. We're not talking about carry on this, none of that. And it came with me. He came with me since Miami. It's the same suitcase that I used when I went to Cabo, Mexico, Tulum. No problem, because again, it's a check back. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, that's why I'm so frustrated, because it was an old roommate from like a long time ago, and it's been there. Like, I honestly, and that's in a way, that's what's helping me, because I'm not a resident here. I don't know the laws here. And literally it came with me from Miami. It wasn't like, for example, if I was anywhere in the island and then or random or whatever, and then police pull you over or whatever, and then they find, that would have been bad. Thank God we're talking about at the airport. You're going home, this, that. And thank God the packet is full, because it shows that I no firearm. I have no need for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If something were missing, they'd be like, well, what happened to the other bullet, this, that, whatever. They could say, oh, you trafficking this, that, and the third, which is not the case. It's full. But this also sucks for the fact, because it's 50 pack of, you know what I mean? Full. So this is where the whole thing is going on. And I'm like, yo, what the hell? And then I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Then, I don't want my friend to get in trouble, whatever. And I said, no, this is my bag, this guy. I know, I recognize that he was in there, right? So, but again, honest to God, I don't know about the law. I didn't know it was a big deal, because again, where I'm from, it's all legal. And like that, put it in a check bag, because it goes under the plane. So my friends get cleared out, then he's off to go. And then this is the last day. They have to go. They can't help me even to stay here, because it's gonna cost them more money and stuff like that. So it was too late that night, because they did an investigation, whatever. They stayed one more day, but then they left in the morning. So literally, I'm basically like by myself, separate room. I'm like frustrated. I am pissed at myself. I am ashamed. I mean, I'm just going to all the feelings, bro. And then it hit me, and then I flipped the switch. I'm like, bro, I'm thinking like, remember back in the day when I first met you, I told you like, where I came from, whatever. And then like, you gotta have that survival mode. Being Africa, seeing the world, all the bullshit. I flipped that switch. I was like, all right, cool. Assume the worst. This is not your country, whatever. You fucked up. This is happening right now. What can we do? Boom, boom. I'm thinking still, fire, this, that, third, trying to reach out people. They took my phone. Now I cannot do nothing. Like, I'm talking about, bro, most people, they'll panic or whatever. Then the lawyer kind of comes in, which is like kind of like a free counsel. Because they have this because you don't have a lawyer, from here, whatever, they offer you one. But it's just whoever's working that week. So you don't really get the best or whatever. But the point is, it's just there. First thing the guy comes in, is like, yo, would you mind this, that, and the third? Again, this and that I can't really talk about. But basically, I just get hit with, you can go to jail for 12 years. Like every 5 minutes, I do that.
Mm-hmm.
12 years, 12 years. And I'm like, whoa, went from, this is serious shit now. You went from like, oh, what's the fine to like 12
That
years.
is when he knew he fucked up.
So then,
Exactly.
DEFCON 1, I still don't have my phone. I know what's going on. Then after that, they moved me to the actual police station, you know, the post office and then like that. And then you know, I got nothing else but the lawyer. And then literally that same night, I'm like, well, I have to be able to use my phone or my computer because without that, I can't do nothing because you're not allowed to do whatever. And I'm like, bro, how do you want me to get me funds, whatever? I don't have none of that. Especially, which kind of helped me a little bit. That same week, 3 other people got picked up. Same thing, airport, same problem. I met even another man. His name is David. You know, the guy that I talked about in the story that, you know, that paid. He was really in and out fast. But he was with his wife and he has brothers, whatever. So when he's there, he got people talking, fundraising, whatever, doing all this other stuff. I'm literally by myself, end of vacation. We have no money. My 2 other friends have to go. I'm just dealing with my situation, right? I flip this way. I'm not gonna blame nobody and this, that, whatever. No, it's just like, all right, cool. It's just me and literally the epiphany. That's when they allow me to use my phone and my computer. I talked to John quickly. I'm just explaining what the situation is going on, emergency, whatever. I'm sitting here again with all this feeling, frustrated, ashamed, this, all that stuff, you know. And then I'm like, and I'm listening to the lawyer talking about 12 years again, this and that. And I'm like, yo, what's the worst that can happen? I don't have money like that. But then he said, you know, if you give me like, you know, 5K, which was the retainer, because basically he's saying, you got to retain me now. If I leave, I don't come back. And trust me, I want people too. Like, you don't come back. Like, nobody, even if something straightforward, you need somebody to go and fill out the paperwork for you to make you, because you have to do to court. You have to go magistrate court, then you got to go Supreme Court. Because it's 2, because it's apparently in the higher grade. So you have nobody. You literally can just be sitting there for months. Your case not even moving. You can have the easiest. Like I said, I spent a total of 16 fucking days. It's like solitary confinement. 23 hours a day, you do not move. It's the room size of a closet. It's like, if you're not mentally there, you will be done. You, like, I had to dig deep. Like, I'm talking all the personal development stuff that I've been talking about, meditation, everything just deep, and it's just me, and I'm just rehearsing. And then as I rehearse, I'm pissed because I'm like, how the fuck, you know, like, I'm just telling them, and it's just like, how the hell you didn't check this, check that I was, and then going to like the whole 7 steps of grief. Like, boom, God don't like me no more. What did I do to deserve this? And I caught myself like, hey, nothing to do with that. What's done is done. What can you do now? What you know what I mean? The time to play the blame, this, that. And then I'm listening to the lawyer. He says, well, if you need a retainer, worst case scenario, blah, 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 you'll fill out your paperwork. You're going to have no money for the fine ultimately if he ends up to that. But at least I do your paperwork, and then you're looking at 8 to 13 months. Fuck. So, but we went from 12 years to 8 to 13 months. That's what you're looking at, whatever. Because even if everything goes well, they don't play. Like, even the fine, kumbaya, you don't pay the fine. It's straight. It's called Grand Turk. It's another island. It's a separate island, 30-minute flight. And I watch people literally getting shipped in and out, like just. And then once you're there, it's done. Like, again, forget about phone, laptop, whatever. You get a phone call once a week. I heard from some people that I met when I was in the cell that been there before, whatever. No access to computer and none of that. And then everything is too slow. And then if you've forgotten, and that's just that. And then you just end up doing your time. So
that talks too much.
This is why I all these things going on. And nobody else to blame, no whatever, no money, whatever. Because again, end of vacation, I had to go back, you know, because I go back, I do my work. We're in the bear market, right? 99, 98% down. So it's just like
talks too much.
So it's like it's not gonna work. I have to, you know. And then as I am very, very pissed, frustrated, I'm thinking about, man, the dream account's the only thing I can think about. Thank God I see access to my computer and I obviously remember my password, you know what I mean? I don't need the key for that. Then I access it, I go just bro, it's the most frustrating thing in the world because it's like, man, 4.5 years, this, that, whatever. And then I'm like, well, hey, it's 12 years. So then the thought process becomes, you know, like I almost get like tears, but like tears of just anger. Just like anger in the sense like anger, disappointment. I mean, this is the package of things, but like, man, why is this happening? Like, been through enough already. 4-year bear market, this, that, trying to do the right thing.
No humility.
Right? Like, it just, but then it's like, but then again, I can't believe it. It's like, it's my back at the end of the day. So I'm like, all right, cool. Then in that case, that's when I decided and I pressed the button and I
met this guy.
The earliest day because it's the one that has the most completion, obviously. So with the less penalty. Remember, they all have big payday on it too. So it was like it was $65,000 stake gone. And then I got 4.5. After it's like even after whatever, and that would be the only one where I'm like at a real loss. Because even when I'm 99%, again, just brag about Hex for 2 seconds. Even after 99%, because again, I just stayed there and chill. With the yield and everything like that, it was still above my first day entry, whatever, thanks to those yields. But then the moment you emergency end state, I think it was almost like 8. I can't remember my, like somewhere around 8 million Hex total, because there were $2 million stakes. I have a bunch of those. $2 million stake. You get 2 million for the big payday. It was like because I went the whole distance, so I get the doubling, and then 4.5 years worth of yields. Just stay there and chill, crystal clear, right?
Yeah.
Gone. You left with 700K.
Yeah, I mean, so Kareem, a lot of us like understand how the Hex contract works, and like
nobody's talking about that, man. Come on.
Were not only in promoting the idea and like telling other people that like delaying gratification is this like good thing that you can do for yourself, for others, and like it's just makes you a better person, right?
No, I still don't know how he got access to his wallet. Like, was it on his computer? Like, it's a good thing that it happened to him, but it is not a very good security practice if you have a hot wallet with millions of Hex staked. Like, I still don't know. Like,
I don't get it either.
Like, oh my God! Like, who even if it, I thought it was his dream wallet was on like a staker app.
Yeah, I thought so too. Gnosis safe or whatever. Gnosis safe.
Yeah, and yeah, and staking without the staker app is kind of complicated. If I don't know whether their web API works anymore, but this is kind of weird. This whole shit is weird. Like, I don't understand how
At all.
Yeah, so but I think the best thing to take away from it is like, yeah, don't be this guy. Don't do this. Like, this is very bad security practice.
Exactly.
Don't. I would suggest that, yeah, don't even have multiple stakes on a single wallet. Like, each one on a different wallet with different seed phrases. Of course, if you are investing a substantial amount, by which I mean at least 2 weeks worth of your salary, then split it up. And yeah, kind of. Yeah, let's continue. What else is he saying? Like, I get to see something between.
100%. 100%.
So, but there are some people asking like, well, in the highest of stakes documentary, it seemed like you were a multimillionaire, and then you didn't have access to more than 4.5K or whatever. Some people don't understand how emergency end staking works, and, that you couldn't get 4.5K out of all of your stakes. That there was only one that could be exited.
Exactly. So let's address that so you understand. Again, context. In the highest state, when they came to do the movie at the time of the lady, I remember we're not near the top, but still Hex was above 30 cents, I think, roughly, when they did the movie, when the lady asked me whatever. And again, I was educating and then preaching what I always preach from the get-go. Because again,
it was swinging around by multiple cents.
Oh yeah, every day it goes up to 9 million
in a day.
But in my mind, it's like, I'm staked. I can do nothing about it. So it's like, what's the point? So all those quotes, again, it goes back to the same haters when they're talking about the whole party, this, that. They're using 2021 numbers and think to trying to scare or annoyed, for lack of a better term, the people who are new, who don't know me or who don't know the situation, how the thing actually works, to make it look like, oh, this is a here and now. No, everything got to be in the perspective. So when you account at the top, if you talk about top of the market, it's like, 30, 35 mil, whatever. And then the barely that you do, you go on the club, this and that, you spend a K or two, whatever. But again, I know people who are buying $300,000 car, $80,000 Rolex.
That's
this,
not
that,
the
and the third,
point.
and I did not do such a thing. And I
People
probably
who cashed out millions of
more
dollars.
money,
even.
exactly. And I could say
Yeah.
I had more money, but no, I choose. That's what I choose to be stay. I choose to play the long term game, and I still believe we will be vindicated. All this thing we're doing about 5-10 years from now is gonna be another great documentary. So
why didn't you cash out millions of dollars at the
because
top of
I
that?
was stake. That's the beauty about the contract. 4.5 years. Those stakes started before the run happened.
Yes.
I 06 when I was doing, because I honestly I was stake and I just build up and I was just working. I just stake and build it up like that.
So you put in $5K for 10 years, and then it went up to over $100,000, maybe several hundreds of thousands of dollars. Just
no,
that
at the
one
peak,
stake.
each of those things was like $1 million plus.
Okay, so it went up to $1 million.
Yes.
But you
5K
couldn't sell at that
stake,
time.
Yeah.
And if you hit the end button at that time, when the stake was new, or even in the first year or two, it would have gone to zero. You would have gotten nothing out.
Exactly. And I want to make something very, very clear. It's not even the fact that I couldn't. I didn't want to. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's also a big different thing.
That's a big difference.
Because you can say, okay, this, that penalty, whatever. Yeah, you hit, but if the price is 10 times higher than what it is, whatever, you will still be able to get a little bit more than 4.5K. But again, I was not interested in that, period. So this is the reason why 5K ended up yielding 4.5. But like the name, it says emergency exit. This is a real emergency. We're talking about 12 years here. We're not joking about some people open their mouth. Some of those people, Maddie, and we're not going to waste too much time with them, but like you put them in that confidential cell for literally a day or two, they'll start crying. They will be done. I'm talking about the first.
Who's he talking to?
It's like smoke in the closet.
Guy's a joke.
It's like,
what is he talking about?
But I saw concrete on a deflated air mattress. So my back still hurts. Like you literally the ceiling's also very tiny. I can raise my hand almost.
Yeah, these are.
What is he talking about? He's talking in circles.
Yeah, he doesn't want to address the real issues. And like, hey, I think most of the people who were staked saw huge numbers in their staker app or whatever, their portfolio at the peak of the bull market. Yeah, we all saw like 6 figures, 7 figures, everybody. Why we didn't sell? Because we thought it would go higher. That is the only reason people didn't.
Exactly.
Yeah, if I'm guilty of it myself. I admit it. I do kind of regret it. It's okay, like but I even now in like at the we so-called bottom of the bear, I'm still in profit, so I'm okay. And I did cash out my principal amount, right? So it's all free gains to me, right?
Nice. But house money. Yes.
Oh my god. This is what happens when like you don't want to talk about something, you talk about things surrounding. That's what he's doing. Like,
you deflect. Yes. Like, it has nothing to do with the key issues that he's just talking in circles, double talking, and I'm thanking him for the future content that's about to come. Let's continue. Let's continue.
I can touch the ceilings, hold it. If people Google see the picture, they can see. But it was back. Toilet right here in the corner, and then the whole room, entire room, including the toilet, is not as big as a closet. There's literally almost barely any walking space. You're there, you're by yourself. So one day I had the other guy, David, but then literally he was in and out so fast. First day he got in, second day he went to the first court, second day he went to the second court, third day he's out. But he had one of the best lawyers, and he spent the big money, and then he was in and out. You know what I mean? I did a total of 16 days. 16. And again, the story gets crazier, but we'll get to that. So those people, they won't even last a day or whatever. But in that moment, I'm just explaining how price down 99 some whatever percent. So the $1 million whatever stake is like 60. But then when you press emergency button,
on paper,
lose or not, another, yeah, exactly, on paper, and then you lose another 80 some percent, whatever. There's no
Yeah.
rule. At 30%, you lose everything. At 50%, you lose all the interest, and you're only left with the principal. Now, interest includes big payday. So if people don't know, if it's a $2 million hex stake, and it is about 8 million something altogether, at 50%, you lose automatically 6 mil, because all those other stuff are called interest, right? 2 million was the thing, 4 million each was the interest, 2 million, another one was like the big payday bonus. So I lost all of that. And because of the stake was around like 42, I think, something like that, 42, 43%, even affected principal, lost another 1.3 million, and then ended up with 700K. So although the yield usually helped with the lower price, whatever, but because of the penalty being so high and losing all big credit, whatever, that stake ended up yielding less than even what I originally put in, because those were 5K stakes. Now the other one, assuming they don't know whatever, they make the completion, they should be able to do fine. But again, the other one has even worse by a factor of 6 months, then a year and a half, 2 more years, whatever, of lesser completion, which means the penalty will be even worse. So 4.5K is the best you get. Anything else is going to be lower than that. You know what I'm saying? But at the time I'm thinking 12 years, I can't do 12 years. I got to go at least lower the thing. And that's why literally in a funny way, I pressed the button, sick to my stomach, right? Then it's just, thing is gone. Then I had that initiate the transfer to prepare for the lawyer. And I think that's when Hexo saw because he went live when the thing went on. And then
this guy, man,
like,
like,
damn, that's dumb, right? And I'm reading that after because I was scrolling in and would see, and I'm like, and I'm agreeing with him. It is dumb because now it hurts even more. 4.5 years. But then I wrote the comment. I'd be like, but you know what? You wouldn't. I don't know exactly what I said. Something like, if it was something like it was a matter of life or death, you wouldn't understand. Remember that? And then, because those who know is that's a dream account, and then something said that's why I said, putting it together. But in my mind, I'm like, it's me. Take accountability. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do my 8 to 13 months at the time, right? And then it is what it is. Fuck it, boom. And that's when I notified John because I did it before, and I said, hey, this is what I decided to do. And then it sucks. It's my fault. It's what it is. But
okay,
I will be
yeah.
damned.
So the 4.5K that you emergency end staked, that was just to pay the retainer, so that you could possibly get it down to like a year versus 12 years.
Exactly.
And then you were basically like taking full accountability, and in your mind you were saying, I'm gonna do this year in this like very extremely punishing conditions, foreign prison, without any access to the world, and under tons of threats to yourself. You can get people die in prisons, right? Because they don't have the proper
my
care.
goodness,
nobody's gonna
it's
care.
melodramatic.
Sick, but that's it. And especially in a foreign land.
Like, are you serious? People die in prison? Like, come on, man. People die in life. What are we talking about, man?
There is a whole kind of TV series regarding this, like Banged Up Abroad. I think that's their name, or
Right.
You guys should check out the Filipino version of it. At first I was kind of skeptical. Even like the thing is, there are issues or instances where the what do you call custom agents, they trick tourists into paying huge ransoms because like they plant the evidence and then they kind of extort money. But that is not the case here, for sure. He at least admitted it was his ammunition. Oh, allegedly not his, but his friends. He kept it in his bag.
Correct.
And traveled internationally. Like, I am kind of rethinking everything. Like, what if this is all a show? What if he's actually a Central African national smuggling ammunition around the US as well as countries? Like, speculation,
Right.
speculation. Wild, man. Like, For me, this is entertainment. Like, let's continue, Claire.
For real, this is absolute entertainment. This is foolishness.
It was like, well, it was just crazy. So, and then again, after being to all my quick stages, and I'm like, well, like I always preach, I can't blame anybody telling me. At the end of the day, it's my suitcase. It was on there. It's my fault for not checking. I can sit here and play, oh yeah, but I went to other countries with it, which is true. It's been there for a while. From old women, da 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 da. It was in the corner. It's in the check bag. Like, it's legal where I'm from. But that's not like the David people or whatever. It's legal where they're from. One of the guys even had a permit of firearm, but then they said you gotta have a permit of firearm from the chief of police here, Turks and Caicos. So you can have all the licensing all you want. And even the guy before that had like a 40 round ammo, whatever that got picked up. That was, the other record before me, whatever. Same thing. They all have permits, but they don't care. You know what I mean? Like the day before they picked somebody up, then on Monday, and then Tuesday was me, and actually on Thursday they picked up another person, a lady, which I've never seen later than me. That's the one that also went
deflecting.
So now we're in that stage, and I know we're in the bear market. You know me, I never ask nothing for nothing. Again, the community knows me, so it's like I'm like, all right, it sucks. It is what it is. I got to deal with it. It's still my responsibility. Boom. And then win the bear market. Hopefully, by the time I'm out, this is me thinking, literally, by the time I'm out, hopefully, we're back on the bull. And then because I will be fucking damned. This is my retirement. I worked so fucking hard for that money for years. You know the story, whatever. I took out my money from my 401k to invest into Hex. And I paid a penalty back then, gladly so, because I believe, and nothing's going to change. I'm going down with the ship. If we're going to zero, we're going to zero. But I will be damned. I did not make a mistake. This is something that I wanted to do from the get-go. So I was
and you couldn't have ended any of the other stakes anyway.
Exactly. It would have been
because it would have been zero.
Zero or very close to it. And then guess what? It defeats the purpose because I still don't have enough to pay the fine. Still don't have enough to afford the lawyer fully. Because Maddie, we're talking about 5K retainer. Lawyer they want 15K. The big guy, he's paid almost 30,000. But that's why he was in and out literally 2 days, bro. So it's like when we say 5K, that's just a retainer. So he don't leave. Because I don't know nobody, I know lawyer or whatever. If he leave, I don't have his number. I don't know him. I don't have my phone. It's done. It's like obviously now knowing, I know nothing about nothing. I've never been arrested. A little bit of fear tactic, but it is what it is. I guess the business he used that. Because I find out you could fire a lawyer, you can get another lawyer or this and that. But at the time, I don't know nobody. I'm by myself.
The expense is non-negotiable. And it's in some like legal kind of like in some legal justifications, or you can question the morals of it all you want, but like if you get accused of something, you get punished, and you can be punished by going to prison or by paying these exorbitant fees that like basically make it so you have to go back to work and like slave away and do the time anyway. So it's like society gives you two options of like, do you want to go do something productive and slave away and do your time, or do you want to do your time by sitting somewhere where you can't do anything and you can't help anybody and nobody can help you?
I've always been a man of accountability, and to some degree, this is the reason why I have the friends that I have. And shout out to them. They know who they are and they're close friends for a reason. Because Maddie, this is where it gets crazy, right? I'm trying not to get emotional on that one.
Here we go.
I'm sitting there, all this emotion going out, very, very pissed. I probably punched myself in the head virtually like 20 times about how stupid that sounds. You know better that you travel almost anywhere. But then again, it was just like, but then I switched. Like, what is God trying to teach me? I always tell people, like, all the things that I talk about for years in stream, I'm like, you're cream time to implement all that all at once. You know what I mean? We live and we learn, right? Mistake's not a mistake if you can learn from it. What can you learn from it? What is the thing that God is trying to teach me here that I can see and understand and obviously take accountability and then use that situation to move forward? So all those thoughts go into my mind. I said, stop playing the blaming game. I say, all right, what can we do? Take the action. Thinking about the 13 months, at least, in a fucked up way, I'm still grateful for the lawyer for being straight up with me, not wasting my time or his time, because he definitely brought that urgency. Obviously, it would have been nice to repeat that in 5 minutes, that I can go 12 years, seriously. But he made that very, very crystal clear to push me to action, because if not, I would have just be like, boom. So I pressed the button, shit's gone. I feel like shit. I'm sitting here. I saw the text from Hexo. He has no idea what's going on. I can't even deny with it because I hate it myself. Then now I'm just replying to him. Then I'm texting to John. I'm letting him know what's going on, what I've decided to do, and because I've never been afraid of, like, again, work hard, pay, like I said, I pay my body or whatever, like, because I love my sticks, like, because it really, I truly be long term, they're gonna serve me right. I can be in debt, I can work, I can get that back because I've done it many times before. That's not an issue because I can generate money. Once I'm free, I can generate money.
There you go.
But in this moment, nobody, I got to think, worst case scenario, nobody can help me. It's me, my problem. I got to fix it. I'm not going to go to nobody else. And, maybe even you can call it pride, but whatever. It is what it is. And then as I'm talking to the lawyer, thinking about 13 months, whatever, then John texts me, fuck, this is hard. And he says, hey, what if we reach out to the community to let them know, maybe that can help, on Twitter. And again, I'm thinking of shame, I'm thinking whatever, because I'm like, no, why would I want to do that? You know what I mean? Like, no, they got enough problems going on. We're in the bear market. I see the drama. Some people won't even understand. Some people, he's over there. Some people probably even think good for him, this, that, and the third. And then even my close friends, because that's what you do when you have close friends. You don't just be like, oh, my friend's gonna bail me out. No, that's not how it works. It's like you do that.
How does it work?
Friends, you will lose them. Because emergency is supposed to be for emergency. Because if you have no real emergency, then it's like people are gonna be like, no, we can just bail you out. You're gonna save it for those situations. So we go back and forth. I'm basically saying no. It's just like, hey, what is already in my mind? I already pressed the button. So it's like it's fucked anyway. I'm just gonna do my 13 months, call it a day. But then the way he convinced me, this is hard, and I'm gonna give credit for that, is the way he said, like, no, it's not like you're not begging nothing. You're just letting people know. And then he reminded me for like 10 minutes, like all the work that I kind of forgot all the work that I've done in the past, and people remember me for what you've done in the past. You did so much for the community, they ask for money, this, that, and third. And actually you genuinely have an emergency. Hey, if they don't, they don't. But you know what I mean? Some people might see that and want to help you. And then take it as, humbling experience, whatever, put the pride away, because I was a little prideful.
Humbling experience, whatever.
Because it hurts, you know what I mean? Because you're like, fuck, you know what I mean? I'd rather, so long story short, he convinced me. Then he posts the thing online, and then obviously the trolls comes in, this, that, and the third. And then as I'm texting some close friends, whatever, and then people from the community start calling me, like Waltz called me, man. I almost had tears. I was thinking about calling him, but he called me before, and then he said, "What is going on? What do you need?" And then I'm here for you. And then Freddie called me too. Sitting there, I was like, damn, people care,
Really?
Yeah. A lot of people care about you in this community deeply.
Yeah, that's for sure. Somebody cares a lot. They paid for his bail. So yeah, people do care about him.
Right. It's theater at this point. It's theater. Your friends didn't have to know in the public. If you have friends, communicate with your friends behind the scene. This is for show. This is for clout. This is terrible. This is terrible. My goodness.
We saw really a call to action where there wasn't necessarily one. That's how I looked at it. Was like, my friend needs help and he's given so much, and it wasn't a question of like what the right thing to do was, because it was obvious that people can hate all they want, but the people who have been here and who know you and who
hate,
know right from wrong, like,
call it hate.
knew that we needed to help you.
See the ignorance?
On the phone, I'll say, hey, I'm in trouble. Can you help me? And then I'll find a way. I'll pay you back, whatever it is. You just say, don't worry about it. Just, I'm going to talk to John. We'll figure something out. And what really hits me is like, I was mad at myself too, because I forgot. I thought, like, because I never was like that. You don't owe me shit, bro. Like, I'm just, we're all investors at the end of the day. You don't know me like that. I mean, you know me, but like some people, we know each other for years, but it's not like we hang out every day or whatever. And then I forgot, and then they didn't ask questions, nothing. They just be like, hey, we'll figure something out. We'll let you know. And just stay tough, and then texting, and all the people texting me, and my other close friends texting me. And then John said, "Yo, do you want me to come?" I said, "No, don't come. Don't come. I don't want to see nobody. If I see
Oh,
you, I might
really?
crack. I'm in war mode right now." So I said, "Don't come. You can't help me." Honestly, I was still using my critical thing. You can't help me right now. You don't come here. It's gonna cost you money. It's a very fucking expensive island. It's like two, three. I'm in the hotel right now. They're like $200-300 a night because I have to be in a touristic area where the Grace Bay police station is. Because again, I'm out on bail, but I'm not out. So I gotta check in twice a week. Like the thing is still going. So I said, "No, don't come. I don't want to see you." I didn't even tell my mom. I mean, she'd be like, he was like, "Oh, you want me to call your sister?" Like, no, I said, "No, don't." I'll be like, my mom could have a heart attack if she find out. You know what I mean? She'd be so disappointed, man. It was just like, it's a don't. And then my sister ended up finding out because one of my friend follows me, my close friend follows me on Twitter. Jeff Jean, bless his heart, and another friend, Wilson, from Massachusetts days. You know, one of my friend that I made a 10-year stakes. They called my sister, and that's how she find out. And then she told me I beg her to tell my mom. My mom, they were there at the wedding, and thank God to this day, my mom doesn't know, which is good. She don't watch streams like that, but I don't want her to worry. I'll tell her maybe once I'm out and everything. So it's like,
wow.
Oh, so yeah. So dealing with that is just be like, hey, what do you need? Like, what's going on? And then that's when the word get around a little bit more. And then I just be like, okay, cool. There's hope. There's hope. Just tough it up. What's going on? Then I put a game plan in action. Know what's going on. I told John, send me the money. Don't send the lawyer directly because it's like you don't know. I don't trust these people like that. No offense, because it's like I need an excuse for him to come because when he comes, I can use my phone. I can use my computer. Because if he doesn't come, I can't do none of that. So we agree numbers, whatever. But I'm giving the money. I'm see some results, to see some action stuff going on. Next day I had court, so I was like, all right, cool, things settled. But I had to pay that retainer to even get started. So this is where everything started to roll. And again, I'm sitting there, I'm in the cell. Again, at night, sometimes I can't sleep. I'm just there with my mind. That's why it's so powerful. When you're alone with your thoughts, it's just you. It's just like, and then I go into this journey, just meditating, what's going on, what's going to happen to me.
So John had really been the only main point of contact, and because he's so trusted in the community, as soon as I saw that he said you were in trouble, then I just connected the dots myself and said, okay, I'm sending $500 now, and I'm gonna keep talking about this until the.
All right, Dots, what's up? What's up? Let me just pause this for a second, man. What's going on, man? What's going on, man? You there, bro? This is. I don't know about my audience. I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting tired.
Yeah. I kind of woke up like I was feeling sleepy, but oh my god, I'm laughing and I can't, I think he was saying something like, "Oh, I stay up at night and think about it." Even I have I have these long conversations with myself at night and like whatever. But this is next level. Thoughts guy, are you on mute or are you not?
Yeah, Dots. I can't seem to hear you, man. Dots.
You need to charge your speaker or mic.
Yeah, the mic. Your mic is Your mic is not working. I see him, but he removed himself. But yeah, this is Doc. Like this is gut wrenching. Like it's just I don't understand. I understand it, but this is ridiculous. This is all ridiculous, man. Like I don't know how much more of this I can take. I really don't.
The right amount of money is raised, like whether it's a donation or a loan or anything. I looked on chain. I saw what you had done with your emergency end stake, and I because you've volunteered on this show 3 to 6 hours a night for a year, you know, on Tuesday nights, and you and I have met up in so many different places in the world. You know, it seems like a no-brainer for people to, especially people, you know, some people cashed out at the top. You and I were trying to live this hungry lifestyle where we would stay productive and mentally healthy, and like, so we time locked our money intentionally so far into the future because we're young and productive. And
Exactly.
so we, you know,
And that's the
yeah.
thing that hits me the most, and that's what I love the community. Because like I said, I always looked at it like, you know, respectfully, like nobody owes me nothing. I do the thing because, like I said, I'm a human being. I do it because I want to do it. I don't do it because I calculate to get something back. And that's, I believe, what my true friends realized, and they reminded me, because that's what almost got me to tears, because, you know, I'm so quick to like explain and say, and then Freddie and then Walter say less. I know time is limited. We got it. We'll figure it out. Don't worry about it. And that's when it hits me. I'm like, wow, I don't have to explain. They know it's bad. And then we'll talk about it later, but we're here for you, whatever it takes. And that, to me, it just reminded me, man, that's why I love this community so much, you know, and why I started, why I wanted to do this thing. So it gave me strength. It gave me, like, you know, it sucks. You're there, you know, fucking cockroaches everywhere. But it's like, oh, my people are looking out for me. I'm not alone anymore. It's not just me, John. It's like there's people out there that's willing to help. So now I'm thinking, Cream, problem solving. What can I do? Right? Meditate there. I started doing push-ups. Start walking in my little cell, 4,000 steps a day. You know, I look at like what would Top G do. Like I shift the mindset. I'm literally just warm mode, just quiet. Don't make no sound, no noise, nothing. Now we go to where the party gets crazy, right? Because first day, after I get
So let me
up,
just say another point to like, you know, cap off the fact that tons of people sent money, and you know, we're at the bottom of the market, and so that it proves that this community is something that that is special, that's different than all other crypto and all other finance. Is you have people who survived a 99% down and are still here, and then you have people that are doing the right thing, you know, by supporting somebody who's given so freely. And there was one, you know, there was one a person who gave like 5 ETH, that was anonymous, and then there's been an anonymous donor that got it up like 25K higher or something, that was needed to actually get you out on bail.
Yes.
And so to all those people, it's such a huge thank you and such a big relief that you know,
he was a great guy. And I told John, as soon as I come back, I want to meet him and say thank you.
We have something being proven here that is very genuine and very special, and it kind of speaks to like what Hex is this thing that a lot of people don't understand. And part of the ethos, I think, that ties into like how we view money, is this idea that like, because somebody gives you, or because somebody like puts money into something, that doesn't mean that you own someone else, right? And so if somebody like, you know, if somebody donated or gave a loan or like bought a ticker, that doesn't mean that you own the person or people associated with it. And that's important.
That's you good?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I just wanted to stop in here and just mention to your esteemed panel, Dr. D-Raj Moore, as well as yourself, as well as your crowd. This is fucking fascinating, man. You know,
why do you feel that way?
I really don't. I think it's a whole waste of fucking time, man. Like, this is like, yo, dog. I was running guns and doing coke off girls' titties at Palmer Social Club back in fucking 1994. He probably wasn't even born yet.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I don't know. It's all boring. It's all passe to my ass.
Yeah, that's what we're doing, man. We're passing the time today, listening to foolishness.
It makes you feel good about yourself, doesn't it?
Kind of. I don't know if I should critique some more or just leave it alone after this. But
well, listen. This is the thing, okay? And I thought about it last night because I went on effing last night.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, for 15 minutes.
Oh, okay.
We experienced something that we were moved by. We believed in. Like a motherfucker, we believed in this. I came up in here day 400 and I told anybody who would listen, the first principles of DeFi are going to save humanity. And the JP Morgan and the Black Ops and the governments were all going to come up against us. And we were Hexicans. We were Hexico. We were proud. And we had solutions for a change. And I was participating in something for once in my life that could have a direct bearing instead of some kind of angular fucking far out bearing, like on my children's future, maybe keeping them out of chains, right?
Mm-hmm.
How much everything has changed, including my own attitude. I no longer believe that the world is ours to fix.
Yeah.
You know, that's something about me fundamentally that changed. Now, does that mean live like a nihilist, you know, and don't ever do anything altruistic or don't do the right things? No, that's not what I'm saying. But I used to stay up at night and stare at the ceiling, you know, thinking that it was on me, on us. And it just isn't. We got to see this nation, this tribe that we were so proud of, disintegrate under the weight of what I warned everybody about, and I got booed the fuck out the room. Made fun of, ostracized, chastised, challenged. Motherfuckers didn't want to hear it. Shut the fuck up, Doss. You know, stop being a wreck pleb. Stop worrying about that shit. Go make some. I said, guys, if this is an important thing that we're doing, then there's going to be agents, unwitting dupes, and interlopers from BJ Oregon and from fucking U.S. government, both above and below the surface. And lo and behold, where's the Playboy model, motherfuckers? Where's that fat bitch, son of a bitch, who got all that NASCAR money? Where'd he go? These are two examples out of 500, okay, of the little piranha bites that they took out this thing. And guess what? Mission the fuck accomplished.
Yep. Mission accomplished.
Maddie, look at this one. These guys, they like, some of them think they should be on a pedestal. Like, now I'm not talking about RG3. I got a soft spot for Kinetics. I got a soft spot for a lot of the OGs. I got a lot of love in my heart for, man. But like this Maddie, I mean, he's as much of a fucking opportunist as any of them, man.
Yeah.
I don't buy it.
Yeah. I don't buy it either, man. I don't buy it either. Unfortunately, this is where, I mean, I drew the line a long time ago, but this line right now is becoming even more bold and bold. Like, this line is cemented. I don't even know, bro.
Dude, Wales Only was the rock star of this motherfucker 2 years ago. We loved that man for all his strength, and he was leading us with these principles. He don't even want to have nothing to do with y'all no more. He don't even want to have nothing to do with this.
Yeah.
How sad is that?
I don't blame him. I don't blame him.
I don't blame him either.
I don't blame him. Many of the real ones don't want you. A lot of them don't want to do this anymore. Like this, you know. Yeah.
Yo, man. Exactly. Yo, CWP, fucking Doc. Listen, man. I was there. I was in the motherfucking room when Eric, rest in peace, Eric, who's dead now, the insurance salesman who knew a lot about fucking like collateralized loans, and he came into a certain think tank and he said, have you guys ever thought about collateralized loans on the blockchain? And my cousin and that just ass motherfucker looked at each other and they were like, oh, this is the moment Liquid Loans and arguably Power City were born. And I heard the conversations. I saw what was going on. And I said, these guys are in Hexico. They're doing Hexican streams. They speak as if they were Hexicans, but all I hear come out of their mouths is how much better they are than your average Hexican, how Hexicans are all buck-toothed, mouth-breathing sister fuckers who deserve to have all their money taken from them. I mean, it was really sickening, and this was the front side of a coming wave.
Yeah.
With these fucking third-party aftermarket bullshit products, man. I wish, see, they neutralized Richard, man. They neutralized him. If
You
we
think
still
so?
had him boots on the ground like a motherfucker, I don't care if he's fucking buying all that dumb shit or not. If we still
Yeah,
had him, nobody would be fucking the fuck around.
yeah, yeah. They did neutralize him. They neutralized him.
October 24th, right?
Yeah, that's what they say. October 24th this year. And
Now, I don't think it's dead. I don't think the dream is dead because we're here. This
yeah,
crowd is here.
yeah,
We are here. And I know you guys know 100 or more people that are in a similar vein of belief who are going to hold to some principles, who aren't working out psychoses and fucking neuroses
right.
in this motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I'm a batshit crazy motherfucker, but I got my first principles in line. Don't doubt it. And
yeah,
you know, I feel like there's still Wheezy. Wheezy's asking for that link.
yeah. I'm
Get
to drop
Wheezy up
it.
here. I know you're ready to go to bed. You're ready to take a siesta and shit, aren't you?
No, I mean, no, I have moves to make, but we here. So you
Well,
know what I mean?
listen, I think like with the right kind of energy and maybe a break in the right direction, this motherfucker could see a second life, man. I'm not going to completely write it off, but as far as Hexaco goes and its old iteration,
Yeah, it's different, man.
it's on some it's
It's
on
shit.
some other shit, man.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
shit, man. It's somebody else's history. Someone else is writing the history. Like it's,
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like it's not. It's something.
yo,
It's
guys, let me tell you from the point of view of my life, which my mom dies of cancer. I lose the business. A girlfriend gets drugged and raped. Every fuck, guys, everything that could go wrong. Just within the last 2 months, a girl stole my guitar, my backpack, my money, my vehicle. Like this bitch took off with all my shit, and I was already down here on the ground, dude. I was fucked up before. Now I'm fucked up. I got a palsy with half my face drooping. You can hear it in my voice. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and we gotta reckon with ourselves.
Yeah,
How much of this is me? How much of this is bad belief systems and bad cycles of thought? What am I magnetizing to myself? You know what I mean?
yeah,
And I think we can apply that to where we are with this DeFi and where we're at with Execo, you know, as well.
yeah, man. Folks don't think wisdom counts. They don't think practical, pragmatic knowledge is useful here. Like it's
Did you see them closing ceremonies of those fucking Olympics? You want to know what these psychopaths got in store for us?
I missed it.
Oh
I
my,
missed it.
woo.
I didn't watch it. I just watched a clip of the Australian female breakdancer. That cracked me up. No end.
Hey, man, that's dope actually to think of it as an event now. I was saying, man.
Well, her breakdancing?
I'm just saying the whole thing, like the fact that they're doing that now is hilarious, man. I love it. Beat Street for the king of the beat, and you'll be rocking that beat right across the street. Beat Street is a lesson too. You can't let the street beat you. A turntable burns in the sand.
Be Weezy in the building. You driving?
I just got home.
Oh.
Did you hear my car? Is that what it was?
Yeah, I heard a honk. Like, oh
yeah, I just locked the door. Oh man. But just so you know, if we criticize any of these OGs, we have no right to talk because we're brokies and basement dwellers. Remember that.
That's okay. That's okay, man. Because none of us care. So none of us care.
I only mentioned this because I can't believe RG3 wasted a whole hour on his stream yesterday complaining and calling people those things just because they criticized the Pulse Chain Tour's prices.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a whole hour.
Yeah, his feelings were hurt. His feelings were hurt like a motherfucker, man.
I didn't know that.
He's like, even my friends are attacking me, and this is ludicrous. I'm just trying to help people out. Reach out. And then he's like, oh, these basement dwellers will never do anything in their lives. It's like, okay, bro.
Even RG3 got caught in the madness. The back and forth.
I wonder when he mentions my friends, he's talking about Matt. He says, Maddie in that spaces last week did, say RG3 is fooling around.
You say that again. You wonder why? What?
I wonder if what I mentioned that RG3 said his friends are even attacking him. I wonder if that relates to Maddie.
Oh.
Maddie last week said like RG3 stop, correlating me to your stuff.
Right to the brand. Don't mix the brand.
They sat me down when I came up in this motherfucker. And when they determined that I had a brain, I could speak, and I was serious and I was committed, some of the OGs started giving me insight that they weren't going to say on the air. And they like, some of the OGs were explaining to me divisiveness that pre-existed before. This one took money from this one, and this one never paid him back. You know what I mean? Like that kind of thing.
Okay.
And I was just like, damn, I got patterned up early on, man.
And I didn't mean to distract from the overall conversation, but I do want to point this out.
Yeah.
I don't know if Kareem, he's quote free, but there's still an ongoing investigation. So isn't he being freaking stupid, talking all this information?
Hey.
Yeah.
Well, what do I know? What do we know? What do we know, bro?
Dead ass, bro. I mean, for real.
But when people are addicted to the limelight, the attention, it's like,
yeah, man. He's striking
it's always a show.
He's striking a pose right now.
Dropping 60,000 a month, paying. That was his, dropping 60K a month, partying. That's not. His
friend, his partner that he has mentioned throughout this whole interview, even he said in the spaces, "Yo, Kareem, you're being stupid with your money."
See,
with all the clubs, the whole.
Yeah.
When you pay for that bottle service with the message you want to put, that's money, bro. Like that's not cheap.
See?
And you do that every single time, every single weekend.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, look, live your life. My thing is, if you when you get into a pinch, why do you have to run to the end? You have these quote unquote friends. Reach out to your friends. Why reach out to the internet? Why, like
because
that?
Maybe he got sat down, and maybe he's got to create. You know what I mean? A narrative, an image here. I mean, I'm saying if we're gaming this out, let's game it out honestly.
Yeah.
Because his friends are all basement dwellers, broke basement dwellers who cannot put up money together. That is the easiest logic I could say.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Just a sec. I feel offended when people call out Hex OG because I consider myself a Hex OG because I was here in Hex, the straight chats since 2018 before the Hex launched. And hey, look, I have Hex stakes. I like talk about crypto, not about your crypto. So I'm not going to say how much I have or whatever, but I'm still living in a foreign land.
God. It's so deflating to those of us over here because we would hear some of the OGs talk about how many T-shares they have. And I'm like, I killed myself and I think I got 3. And they're like, yeah, I have 30,000. And you're like, wait, what? Like, oh my God, dude. Like, get the fuck out of here, man.
I think that is kind of an American phenomena. Be blunt, showing off your wealth, like in India, or I don't know about the rest, but at least in India, if you have money, you don't really show off.
No shit, dude. That's what Wales is telling people all the time. Treat this shit like it's the fucking streets, man.
And so that's a different story. But what was I talking about before this?
XOG.
I have so not everybody is not everybody is a sellout, I guess. So don't put all Hex OGs in the same baskets. There are a few good ones. I still do believe that are left. And yeah, you don't really need a mass adoption. We just need a couple of good people to pump the price of X.
I
That
agree.
should be
I
enough.
agree.
And
Let me give the flip side of that coin, man. Like Eco Builder was on that show last night. There's a guy who I would consider first mover, OG. He's come over 100 grand out of his own motherfucking pocket to send out them fucking postcards, mailers, stickers. Da, da, da. He's been promoting. And
Wow.
what's his impetus to do that? His impetus is this motherfucker made me rich. I see all my brothers and sisters behind me who aren't quite there yet. Let me help you all out. What could be? I mean, come on, man. Like,
Yeah.
how could I not like that?
Yeah. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Quality. It's quality over quantity, man.
yeah, the thing is, I think I mentioned it last time I was here on this stream itself. Like yeah, the problem with Hexico became that in Hindi there is a idiom called "गाँव बसा नहीं पर लुटेरे पहले आ गए." It's like the village hadn't settled yet, and the looters came in beforehand. Like so, that's what has happened so far. Especially with Pulse Chain, like that's a different issue.
100%.
So I'll be
Doc is right though. It is for you. It's probably a culture shock seeing all these mostly Americans act the way they do, especially for attention. It's like, but why?
Yeah. And even non-Americans, you know, like
Because the fluoride in the public education system worked.
yeah, this guy's and I'm not a lawyer, but you know, there's just so many. You can't get into all of it. I'm just gonna do a separate stream about this situation. There's just too many things to unpack here.
Crypto No Doors 5.
I just predict he's going to go way quiet after something tonight. Like somebody's going to sit him down, and we ain't going to hear anything else about this for a while after this.
But that's wisdom, and I don't know that's absent. A lot wisdom is absent in this community, clearly, especially on the internet.
Oh no, those of us who practice it clearly, right the fuck here, for example, well, we get shouted down.
Right, but I'm saying for him, I don't know if that'll even. Who knows if he'll be sat down? Maybe if somebody hears this, they might, you know, transfer or whatever. Someone else realizes this is common sense. You talking too much on the internet. Relax, be quiet, don't say a thing anymore. Like, because you're shooting yourself in the foot and the mouth. Literally, bullets, pun intended. Stop playing. Get off the internet. Get off the internet. Nobody cares.
Yeah, society doesn't have a lot of sympathy or mercy for a party boy.
Or you know,
either.
this is the same community calling Richard, you know, a coward.
Right.
For being quiet. It's like, well, which one is it?
Right. And then it looks weird too for RH. Like he's to me, Richard is having a difficult time reading the room when you're supporting halfway or not even indirectly supporting these individuals who are showing weird behavior on and off chain. Like listen, gentlemen, y'all know how I feel about all these things. Should we continue this live stream listening to these people talk?
No, it's a waste, and we know what they're going to say. And
maybe you want to watch the rest just in case there's one last nugget of like what?
Of humor.
I'll give 5 more minutes because I'm over it, man. Like I'm over with these people right here, man.
Not only for legal reasons, but just for like
this is fascinating
moral and decency reasons. And so I think the community is at a moment, like a teachable moment here with people being able to start looking at your relationship.
Well, you know, I'm a licensed psychologist. I'm a therapist.
Yeah, this guy's trying to get therapy. Like I can't.
That's like what Tits said. You have no authority to speak. Well, then fuck, man. Why am I always right? Why did Richard call me a fucking genius a couple months ago if I have no authority to fucking speak, Tits?
Yeah,
let me ask you that.
I can't even do it, bro. I'm
Thank you, CWP. Ladies and gentlemen, Kareem, Alabama, 5555555, and Matt.
That was on a chalkboard. It was like I couldn't. Yeah. Good. Yeah. I couldn't do it, bro. I'm like, I'm over it. I'll catch the replay or whatever. If I
Get some rest.
Well, let me tell you something. There was this time I was fucking this bitch in this bathroom stall, and she tried to take my 38 from me, but I said, "Don't, you can't touch that one because that one has a body on it." But,
Yo, they actually do speak like that, yo.
yeah, and so super fast, like sound crazy the faster you talk, deflecting, reflecting, whatever flecting, like you're not focusing on accountability enough and humility, absent of every. Stop crying, stop the blood clot crying, do that shit offline. All of that, stop talking. Where these people come from, bro? Like what? It's not about your background. It's just the wherewithal. Where's your presence? I met this guy, bro. I met this person.
Oh, he was faded as fuck when I met him. I met him in Vegas. He was
come on, introduce you to my family and everything, and I think I'm doing something. Here's the community. Yeah, man.
That kind of shit makes you angry, man. You're like, God damn, man. Don't you touch my child's hand. Get
you know? Yeah. He's old enough to be our son, man.
I know. You had to go. No, he had to. You had to say that. Thank you.
Yeah, man.
I know. It's true. It's true. It's true.
This dumb fool, man.
I got news for all you motherfuckers. If you're 27 or younger, call me motherfucking dad.
Come on, man. No, he's 34. I'm still old enough to be his fucking child. I mean, his father. Doing stupid shit like that. People looking up to this guy. Like folks in our generation and up and younger were looking up, listening to him talk with Patrick in the workshop in New York in a meetup. You talk about t-shirt all day, t-shirt. Now it's donation. Please donate to this, and I need help in survival.
Yo, can I say something? I got to give credit. Like his conversation with Wales Only the last time they were together was when Ethereum was doing the EIP, and then we got proof of work. All that out of it. And that was a fascinating conversation. I got to give him some credit. When he brings that energy, when Kareem focuses that energy into the right shit, it can be a hell of a time, man. It can be like energetic and educational. And with Wales there, who's just checks everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it was good. But who here, let me ask the crowd too. Does anybody remember the moment that Quant Gang was no longer like? Can you go there in your mind and remember, like, because I can, like a motherfucker, because the first phone call that Wales had after he got off that set was with me.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, and I was like,
that day.
Oh, my God, I remember it. Like, and Maddie's sitting there just, like, staring at the fucking camera, and Wales like, this is some fuck shit.
Yeah, and I'm off this after the nomics situation.
Yes, precisely, Wonder.
Yeah, and left.
That's a stupid attack on my camera.
Yeah, he was out of there.
I think Wales had. We know my man. He's above it, and he had a sensibility. He smelled. He said, "Man, these guys, they just don't. I don't want to be affiliated with all this." And he was looking for any reason. It was eventually going to come.
Smelled fed like.
Yeah.
What's that, Weez?
It smelled fed like.
Oh, you didn't. Yeah, brother. Hey, man, who you talking to? Like, I'm feeling it. Like,
provocateurs.
Between that provocateur, right? And between that and the value system. Even if it's not that, even if it's not agent, even if it's not unwitting dupe, it's a bunch of greedy motherfuckers.
Talk about it.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, and that's man, just be honest, folks. This is the thing. And I'm asking for too much because it's too much to ask for people to say, if you just feel like not working a 9 to 5 that's going to pay your lifestyle and you want the community to support you and you just don't want to be open about it, why don't you be open about it? That's too much to ask. Even though you can do everything else and get supported. Why can't you just, I don't know, be truthful for once out of a decade in crypto and just, see how that works for you? Because we do it anyway. No, go ahead.
Well, I got a lot of flack. Okay. Now I was never anything but circumspect and had gratitude in my heart. This community carried my ass, man. Like, because I have get ready for this, for all the accusations. I have a non-monetized fucking YouTube channel. That's a fact. My shit's never been monetized. But I was kicking ass and I was making people laugh and I was coming with strength. So I had a lot of donations on the side, man. People came and they carried me through some tough times. I'm a father of 4 kids, divorced with, missing months of work carrying my mom to the toilet and shit. Like I'll never forget that. And I will always be indebted to the folks in Hexco who donated to my program, because I wasn't even sure that I would be wanted by any contingent, by any sector of the community. And it turned out like I identified strong with some of y'all, like you my people and shit, for real, and I thank you not just for the material support, but you made me be me again. Like, you helped me start playing my guitar again, start rapping again, start scratching again, picked up graphic design, did this, did that, did video production. Everything that I do is a polymath creative. I wasn't doing because I was busy being dad, a work-a-day dad. And Hexico brought all the fucking God shit back out of me. For real.
Nice.
Yes. Testifying,
Nice. Man. It's yeah, man. I don't know. Here we are. Well, guys, I'm glad you guys came up. Impromptu. This is how I do, man. God's time.
You ain't getting no warning. I'm always pressing wonder for some warning or something.
Yeah. There's never I can't do the warnings on YouTube, brother. Like, I can't do it. Yeah. Like, clearly I can't do it because I've been doing this for years already, and the schedules don't work with me on the internet.
Funny. Wales is the same way, man.
Yeah.
He's not going to promote, hey, I'm having Dr. D-Raj Moore and Bweezy
right.
This week. He doesn't do that shit, man. Like, he's like, okay, 15 minutes before he's hitting the blunt, and he says, I think it's time.
You're right.
Okay. You got a link? Yeah. He said, I'll send it to your Twitter, jackass. Leave me alone. Bye. See you on stream. Like, do we have to pregame anything? Shut the fuck up.
Right. I feel that I'm the similar way, man. But man, God bless y'all, man, for everything that's
God
good.
God bless you, Wonder. You've been a guiding light in this last year, my man.
Man, you guys
really have, dude. Don't even be humble. We need you. We needed you, and we need you.
I'm here, man. Like, I appreciate everybody here, man. Like, we listen. There's an opposing. Is my belief that there's a group of people that are going against everything that we here want to stand for and at least believe in. So the least I can do is push the message forward that has helped many people achieve, quote unquote, perceived financial independence. I'm gonna stop that. So there's groups of people that are here that want us to relinquish our positions to their gain, and I'm not supporting that. I don't care. I'm going down with the ship, bro. I don't give a fuck.
Listen, I got to say something. I'm sorry I keep cuffing the mic, everybody. Doc, I'm sorry I keep cuffing the mic. But I got to say something. Guys, it's only going to take a virality for this to catch fire again. Now, what in our value system of our culture causes something like that? Well, I could think of something right off the top. The confidence of being fucking cool. Cooler than fuck. Like, you're comfortable in your skin. You know your shit. People look at you and they say, that person has qualities I aspire to. Okay? You brave and shit. You know what I mean? You look cool. You got some style going on. You're fucking kicking your science. Guys, don't underestimate. That may seem fatuous and materialistic and surface and facade, right? Okay, great. I didn't make the system. I didn't make this country's values.
Right.
If we could catch stupid fire with 3 or 4 motherfuckers around here looking cool to outsiders. Listen to these guys. Listen to them. They have certainty and they speak with confidence. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't underestimate that shit. You could be a part of the next virality. So step in strength.
100%. I like that. I support that. Step in strength. 100%. 100%. Is all. Listen, man. Like minds think alike. And what do you always say too? Thoughts. God moves through. So
God, yeah, God lives through, baby, for real,
Come
man.
on,
Yo,
man.
if they kill me tomorrow, bury me upside down so I can stick both middle toes up, motherfucker.
What's wrong with you, bro?
What's wrong with me is what's right with me, and you know it.
Talk about it.
Uh,
Talk about Doc.
uh.
Doc, how are you? You sleeping, Doc? I know it's like.
He's like, I'm
No,
listening to
no,
these Western society motherfuckers.
no, I'm listening intently. Yeah,
Oh,
so
okay.
Stroking
I
your golden
don't have
microphone.
anything to add much.
I appreciate you, Doc. I appreciate you coming through. Doc's child.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate
I'm
you, B
honored. I'm
Weezy.
honored. You, all you guys, man. Diraj, Buiz,
Yeah, man.
everybody in the chat.
Yeah, man.
Viva la Hexico!
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Take care, everybody. Stay strong and enjoy the rest of your weekend, by the way.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Do that.
Peace.
Peace.